9:16 at your frame. I'm in the chair. Yatana said the agreement some at the Brem where the weekend edition. Now, when it's a Saturday beyond the Tracia, I have 3 solid hours. Don't show me and sa yatrase. Na yadi agude mun some and come, yasha say frink of focruso. Na yababy, I will fear. Enti, and so I'm ready. And so you're ready. I didn't come in the at the Bramo. It's Johnny Alive, our YouTube in Short TV. YouTube in Short TV. Oba subscribe. Never message no can Ebra, ya come in afi ya ba. Messages out on the abaninda no. Ebe ken kai edi amaba. First of all, YouTube one ba. Onza don't maybe or there's a bell. Click a bell no so. Ha miaso. Umiaso no chance what subscribe to yen channel no. Anytime biya we say ke tenasi ubonsa ubenya message. Chance ensure passports. We can edition no asase. Tino ane so click so na o hwe dwumadi no. Enti bra YouTube in Short TV. Na subscribe ma me wi a for message no. Enye enkitin kakran se ne be a. Ye betimi aka dodo na de etimi edi amamo awo dwumadi no. So Richard ne na enen nsem egu apaso na doso pa. Efrin ko fo so edi ba fie. Ni na ye be trans ye be rem na edi nkomo no. Edi amamo clown football is back and it's back for good. Na etie for the tennis also fiade edru clown football see ya in Abutrapa every weekend biano. Na yaye a proper top notch preview. Edi amanse be ya onso awo kofi kesiem na so say dem person chire ha ogutwa bet ni ade no eno so atime inform da on kwaya ene obesi a place you bet our games are ever so this weekend. Na yabasha from the Premier League. Na Premier League is say rem our week 8. That say the city ne any kick off no yam na starting Chelsea. Omo e Nottingham Forest no bona sa game no. Yes Nottingham Forest for na catch coach and Pastor Koglu Sebasa. O Tottenham na ya de ba has ye do ba Nottingham Forest no. O twefa abododo. Senne ate for the meeting ni o ha muntie ni no bi ankoka se Richard they do Chelsea in Samoa. Now so no fabricating yamani bi. Me patro de ban say. Yes not tell for us a catch and Postokoglu. Say no Olusuni game to Air Chelsea. And Champagne France so betimi apamano. Of course City Everton abo Everton your London derby in Fulham and in Arsenal Liverpool and Manchester United a big game no e nyame yadoma ochina. And also, yebedi and common sa game no, and I saw to say Liverpool react. Na and I'm say now what to know Chelsea ashawa. It do Manchester so also where you react. Okay, it do ha. Yebedi sound common La Liga and so no. Yami adoma Barcelona ababo aye Girona. Na Getafe so no. I see team from say Real Madrid Serie A. Torino Bobo Napoli Roma Inter AC Milan Fiorentina. In the nane games are ever so. Na yako aye Bundesliga nso a le classique na baso na oko Germany na the big game big game pa aye Bayern Munich omo tenafie no mo atwen aye Borussia Dortmund nso no ate for yebedi san komo no awo aye show no so friend league na nra Paris Saint-Germain amania ma troka omo ene aye Strasbourg obi a hye no yonko eka miensa ni na no ate for yebedi san komo no awo aye show no so na oko aya La Liga environment game ba ko to da of your game no samba ha players no aye protest na players no aye ni na no almost that decision empedifo na take say almost the La Liga game ko US in Barcelona and Villarreal no ma ko game no US no players no so am empedifo no enya adwen and into be protest kopim some empedifo no abase that decision na Barcelona na Villarreal no amabo awo aye Spain so and so and also the sound common no at the Abramo am say Postokoglu de na medikan aka na slot de ne so oso mo e be react nyame yadoma aye ochina na fe ya be fie CAF Confederations Cup ye na ye nim se Kumase Asante Kotoko omo ebo aye Wako Morocco o penintinim ochina de Accra so me be din komo no na ya hwe Kotoko preparation mobilization of supporters to the stadium Work of Morocco, so you say, Kotoko di Momo pa, Omo history. And you better sound coming in Nhyira. You have a tactics a choir, Kotoko ba approach a game no, and in the nano, you better sound common. Now, for your hair, your rank, you couldn't come kaka, and so the free commerce, Santa Kotokosono, Bomo Akachi, and son of the Ghana Premier League, Monday A6 no. Has the folk make us say, Omu Rem O Bekum. Na omone Bekum Chelsea Yakobo. Sa game is already home come any the other games in an insurance for 0.5 weekend edition of Nhyira Digital Passports. It's airborne. Good morning. Thank you very much for choosing Nhyira Passports. Andy Costa. Andy Metal. Good morning.
Good morning, Richard.
Chairman, the Bibi Abokodi.
Oh, Yanko Pandaro, my home day, Richard.
Yet I am say. And I'm going to go early kickoff.
Oh, as usual.
More bon Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham, they say, well, winning. Whipping boys.
Now,
Nottingham, just in Nottingham, they are in your match.
Andy.
Just in Nottingham Forest. Yeah, show my. The last two games, grab. The last two games, I have one on my idea in a crash. Obeka last season show mu. Last season I cope Champions League gabono. Ya ko show mu last two seasons I show mu. Na enei a poster ko guru twefanable. Ya be share.
Sa match ni say.
And no poster go guru na kasa record against Chelsea so nye. The last that one
all Tottenham did na.
One Chelsea about 5 games in Chelsea ahye no. Onya ade. Ya be sa ahye no.
Poster ko guru no.
Nti wa hwa and say no. Ya hye na the man coach ni di record. Nti e Willie Caballero ne be gina bench. Fo. Mwomre
Fugu. But so groundswork am I never for. Me didn't come kaka.
FCS season why groundswork ya.
But we dem say.
You uniform so ka kick off ezi boss. And
Conference call am ni place ni o sure. Omu team. I'm so Richard Oda kra. Then you be adwuma.
We almost say Oda Asada.
Amina.
Okay. Nene over that you.
When you ejina boy in the NBU. Kwan dey say. Maka chem say kwan me ni di nkomo na tie ni nsem no.
Enti na one info no go di nkomo no.
Oh. Postecoglou na me di nkobo.
Openi na nkasa.
Na me catch say chairman. Say what is nkofo nse uluzu game we a.
Ombeja kwai.
Enti ozo aka kire boys no. Say game we no. Omommo nse na nimunyam. Omommo nyina adwuma nsi homa no. Ana me so say de meye wa ha bia. Say me ta na chi. Na adwuma ne nsa aka no. I'll do it. It is grounds a feta. Oh my Miami grounds work we. Aba fa wo.
Yo.
Early kick off.
Yati.
Na me dey early kick off dey me grab game ni ma. Eta fa wo.
Sa.
Jina boy we dey say chichi.
Man kasa mo early kick off when ti manya grounds work am na fa.
Sa funsa no. Asa jina boy we na o disappoint him kaka. Ko broni am from me first. Richard Nnem.
Na e fa.
Akwa na broni no ka twisa no. I'm just going to thinking cancel.
There is a Viana, a Ghana for you cotton odi.
The man teaching.
You never see woman. I see. Never see woman.
As well, yeah, Richard, oh, that Danana. Akwe.
I'm saying only Gibbs White and also no,
didn't come on. Was there also no dog crown or more unfinished business? If we are born in Bo, but I'm who should pay and the free Chelsea. Don't call them place equal nanos. Oh, Richard. Enkasa
Dada
Chelsea for me on papa. I'll make sure I'll punish them.
Yati yam komlei
nti agbena
duba ko ya di yam kom
kulem
yam komra
bi be sie fogo match na mre ti atiefo ye komra ni aba na afa ye din nsem ni na no Fifi Manfred ye reverend nsem num ye din komo no edi amamo in showers of 4.5 yam coming in mra.
Are you ready?
Okay, we are the Saturday edition of Nhyira Power Sports. Ya kwamunone na ya the stories. I'm a telephone na e show no so live on Nhyira 104.5 FM. And what you know, my man Phantom him say enano pay opesa ohwe dwumadi ne live a. Wo baba YouTube Nhyira TV YouTube. Wo ba na wa subscribe ya share na fei. Wo ja comment e was here in the course of the show. Ya be kind dem na afa bibia e kama e dem show no so. Na my man Phantom him say after FIFA international break, say crown football if na home gym eba na a weekend we NH na de tense uko Spain Andra El Oviedo yenya newly promoted side from Real Oviedo Andra omutena fie El Estadio Nuevo womuchi omulusu 2-0 anima away side je from se Espanyol na de tense Andra ya black first Kike Garcia wo NH first goal anima Espanyol and sana Perry Miller at the second goal eso su anima Espanyol team no etiano Espanyol ewa away womu ni 2-0 at the Real Oviedo na ene Saturday matches number 2 so El Spanish La Liga num na de tense about 12 o'clock p.m. Your Sevilla team no woman tenafi El Estadio Ramos Sanchez Pizjuan any Mallorca enable and which about 2:15 p.m. FC Barcelona at tenafi El Munjik any Girona enable after Villarreal El Estadio de Ceramica 4:30 p.m. about Real Betis after Atletico Madrid ever tenafi about 7 o'clock p.m. any Osasuna enable Nyankopon Aduma Ochina Sunday de tense lunchtime at 12 o'clock p.m. LJ Elfie any Athletic Club de Bilbao enable and what is Celta de Vigo Everton watch 2:15 p.m. Womu team from Real Sociedad na for Levante Atenafie na omani Rayo Vallecano game abaso 4:30 p.m. na for Ochina 7 o'clock p.m. Getafe El Estadio Coliseum Afonso Perez any Real Madrid enable afinyankopon ya duma Monday 7 o'clock p.m. Deportivo Alaves womu tenafi El Estadio Mendizorosa any Valencia enable na jetense after match week 8 El Spanish La Liga table so no mama Phantom him say a team from Real Madrid any dikan na Madrid team out 21 points and which FC Barcelona tosumi no our 19 points after Villarreal atosumi almost 16 points and after Real Betis atosuna so our 15 points na jetense Pichichi top scorer was Spain na uko La Liga nima Kylian Mbappe any dikan was 9 goals and which Julian Alvarez was sinaka enemy team from Atletico Madrid was 6 goals after your Ita Young and Vinicius Junior Wumusuina Asha 5 goals Ubenya Brantia France Andres Silva after Ferran Torres Ivan Romero Juan Hernandez and Wachi Perry Mera Robert Lewandowski Boja Iglesias and Vadat Murugi Wumina Asha 4 goals apisa and on a penny the update Emetiofonia El Shonoso after quickly Jean-Philippe Spain na Yantuaso El Italy na the tense Uko Syria Anima after FIFA international break no Mame Phantom him say a match week 7 and a weekend we ever so na the tense nyame aduma and Saturday and a matches no Asha na about 1 o'clock p.m. Tima ya from Seleche Ebetenafi and Sassuolo enable and watch Pisa Elfie Omubo Tima je from se Hellas Bologna after 4 o'clock p.m. Torino Etenafi any team from Napoli enable na for the Gelorossi of AS Roma the tense and 6:45 p.m. Tenafi was Stadio Olimpico El Rome any Denarazzurri of Inter Milan enable after Nyankopon Aduma Ochina Sunday early kickoff at 10:30 a.m. Anopa na Como El Estadio Giuseppe Sinengaglia any the Bianconeri of Juventus ebabo na for Ochina 1 o'clock p.m. Cagliari Tenafi na omni Bologna game abaso and which January El Estadio Luigi Ferraris team from Parma na for about 4 o'clock p.m. El Giro Stadium El Bergamo Atalanta team El Fie any SS Lazio enable watching 6:45 p.m. AC Milan Tenafi any team from Fiorentina ebabo na for Nyamia Duma Monday Cremonense Tenafi Stadio Giovanni Zini any Udinese Calcio enable and on a penny they want some Emetiofonia El Shono so na a Napoli team and the kind Italian Serie A table so na Napoli team 15 points and which AS Roma tosumi no 15 points your AC Milan tosumi sa 13 points after Inter tosuna 12 and after Tima je from say Juventus tosu enuma so yeah, can say 12 points. Now, the tennis Capo Cannonieri top scorer Italy. Now, Uko Syria Anima Christian Pulisic Osina Kai, and Matima, your former say AC Milan, was your 4 goals, and Wachi, Ricardo Orsolini, Asha 4, Joao Lautaro Martinez, Marcus Thuram, Matias Sule, Matias Cancenari, and Wachi Nico Paz, Calvin De Bruyne, Omunansono, Asha 3 goals apiece, and Nano Peno, Jeru Sempina, Emma Tilfoina El Shonoso, live on Isha 104.5 FM. After you are not Yama England, now Uber Premier League, my dear Tense, and on Saturday, and a matches in Ashas, now dear Tense, and a boy 11:30. And a player early kickoff. Show a team from Nottingham Forest. Woman Traffic City Ground Stadium. Woman any Chelsea and Ebo. Now over here the last 2 seasons, team from Chelsea. Woman games are on my boy City Ground Stadium Nano. Chelsea team after win. Now manager your friend say Enzo Maresca. And run a pre-match press conference at Barcelona. Manager say Yanfatu Obi and him say and Uma Ekwenye Pana. Oma study team. Your from Nottingham Forest. Now Omuchidi pass and Nano play game at Barcelona. Chelsea ever friend to my pefra. I'm a winning game. Yente Chelsea manager. Your friend say Enzo Maresca.
Yeah, no, when we analyze a team, we try to consider everything, but also you have to go match by match and understand why they concede a goal, in which moment. You know, it's always different. For sure, with international break, we watch all the games with Angie in charge, and in terms of make change, I think it's something that sometimes you plan, but also depends how is the game. You can do more changes or less. I think especially now with the amount of games that we have from now on, we need to think about change, not only during the game, but also in terms of
Okay, not just a Chelsea manager, friends, Enzo Maresca, Yami Aduma, and Anno Pegama Ebasono, Chelsea, Ebe changes almost starting line up room, a Cobana Sadia, Bama Camino, and where the enemy Chelsea manager, a GDA pass and matches in Adoso, it also rotation, Ayajuma, and no Enzo Maresca and Sam Kakrodi Tuga, and Anno Pena, Sempina, Emma Tilfoina El Shonoso, now the Atensa and about 2 o'clock PM, your 5 games are Ebaso Premier League. Now Brighton and Hove Albion, Everton for American Express Community Stadium. When any Newcastle United enable and watch Burnley our Turf Moor. When we team from St. Louis United, Crystal Palace Everton our Selhurst Park. When we Bournemouth and watch Uko Itian Stadium. You're the Sky Blues of Manchester City. When any Everton enable. Now manager friends Pep Guardiola or no any manager any team you're from Man City. Ahead of Nyamia Duma Everton gamer. When we Elfian manager Ekasai. Gente City manager Pep Guardiola.
Well, it's the third question. You go in that direction. I have the feeling that you want to sack me. So the reason why I'm fine. Still, of course, we changed a lot in the last years before, but especially last time. And still, you know, with the energy that they bring me my staff and the new players, you know, I had the feeling Barcelona, had the feeling Munich, and now here I never would be had the feeling when I had the feeling I'm the problem. I wouldn't make a step aside. I wouldn't be a problem, but still I had the feeling that I want to have the energy to fill the team with the players to, you know, make simply better season than last season. And this is my target. As I never am sitting here in the beginning, these stages, October, November, December, going to win this, I want to win that.
Okay, where are the Sky Blues of Manchester City? Omo manager, Jeffrey Pep Guardiola and our tenant cano. Now, Ombusan Guardiola is a Premier League guy, bueno. What and our longest serving manager. Now, I didn't motivate you and you be on or target and say, manager say, young fan to be and say, oh no, and no matter quay at the money part and from say, a freelance season, Ebenino, and no matter answer and quay and from Manchester City, Nanije, and Unti and all City, Nanije said, not all buying, and what you know, all Barca and Nanijino, and Unti and I say, all Tima. Je from Manchester City and all a Pep Guardiola and some Kakra or the 2 guys and I'm a penny say Pina Amateur for in El Shonoso. Now my friend to man say Oko a stadium of lighter. Je will team from Sunderland Elfie, woman who have Armty Wanderers and Ebo and watch and about 4:30 PM El Craven Cottage. Yo Fulham Elfie, woman Arsenal and Ebo. Now Arsenal boss, I am Michaela Teta. A Teta say grounds na Omokon Edepa. Now about 3 seasons in Omokwa against Fulham, our way, and Emuya. And my Arsenal into Omo looking forward. Say gamer, Omobo Edia Tima. Je from the Fulham no Arsenal. Ever win game no.
Yeah, that's a good example. What we did at Newcastle or West Ham as well, that in the last 2 seasons as well, we lost against them at home. So that's an opportunity tomorrow. We know that it's a really tough place to go, a very well coached team, and we're going to have to be at our best tomorrow. I prefer to win every game, and the only thing that we can do is to perform really well on Saturday and win the game. As you said, it's super early. It's not the moment to start looking at that. It's much more the moment now to look at performances, to look at ways that we can sustain certain things that we're doing and improve.
Okay, Mikel Tata, the Gunners, Arsenal, Omu manager, and our team manager, and Kase or Casano. Now, my main for 2 months in Yankupa Yandma Ochina, you were 2 games at Ebasu Premier League. Now, Ochina, we are 1 o'clock PM. You were team from Tottenham Hotspurs, 1 better Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, woman and Aston Villa, and Ebo. Now for 3:30 PM or Anfield, big game Ebasu. Now, Liverpool team of your woman team, you from Manchester United, and Ebo. Now, I a big game, Panyami, I do what China came at Ebasu. Jamie Second said referee Michael Oliver, one and center referee, and watch video assistant referee Darren England, and of assistant video assistant referee James Bell. And to we a match officials. Nyamia do watching big game at Ebaso Anfield, Liverpool, woman and Manchester United. Omoko di anano peno. Yere won sempina Emma Tiofo na show no so. Na unim say Michael Oliver say okodi game where na say the past 3 seasons Manchester United against team I form say Liverpool Anfield a referee say Michael Oliver one NDA and one pa say big game say now referee am say ni money mo so ni say enya sadianka am say FM penifon emfa game M90 the last 3 seasons referee say Michael Oliver emre bian ono ne di team je from say Liverpool and Manchester United omu game Anfield and no pen they won sem emma tiofo na show no so na the tense and slot where manager and my team you from say Liverpool manager ni gidi pass 3 games team you from say Liverpool but no ma ensiran koye no say omubo Anfield na Anfield na omubo supporters no wom ana beboa ama team you from say Liverpool wom say Manchester United yankopon adma ochina gentie team you from say Liverpool manager and slot.
I know how special it is, and I've experienced it last season, how special of a game it is. We know that it's probably the game that's been watched the most all over the world. So yeah, it's special to be part of it, but in the end, it's also a game where we have to be at our best, because United, in my opinion, has had a better start of the season than maybe the league table is showing. So yeah, very interesting game, and a game to look forward to, especially because it's played at Anfield. And I think our fans have been so supportive for us as long as I'm here and long before I was here. And I think they understand that the team that has lost 3 times in a row, they need to be ready, our team, but I think our fans can help.
Okay, where and slot Liverpool manager and I was what say Okasano maybe now or board team from say Manchester United for about so say Omaya Japan now say Ocean League table now the judge one shot because Manchester United for Omonia de minimum statistically Manchester United modern bono I was soon Tiamia do China came Ebason a very big game now the opposite number the Red Devils of Manchester United woman manager say Ruben Amorim now Amorim see Fatu Obianim say Omo side can be and Manchester United omope na we any first timer manager for say Ruben Amorim or can say what pass Manchester United wo mo big game Andra wasakan na omo say omo expect say nyame ado China game Ebasono team you from say Manchester United omo win game away Inter United manager Ruben Amorim.
I remember we played well, was a draw. I was really upset in the end of the game because we proved in that day that we can compete against any opponent. I know that is special for our club. I know that they are fighting all the time for the titles, the number of titles. I know what it means to the fans. But again, it's one game that we need to prove again that we are playing better. I think we are playing better. We need to do better in both boxes.
Okay, the Red Devils of Manchester United, manager say Ruben Amorim, and our team manager Nkase Okase Nano Peno. You confirm them at your phone El show so. Now, my main for 2 months saying me do Monday. You one game at Ebaso Premier League. Now about 7 o'clock PM our London Olympic Stadium. West Ham United Everton F. One and Brentford enable. Now after match week 7 Premier League the Gunners Arsenal one and the kind Arsenal team 16 points and watch Liverpool Etosumiano 15 points. Tottenham Hotspurs Etosumiansa 14 points. Bournemouth Etosuna 14 and after the Sky Blues of Manchester City Womotosu Enuma almost 13 points. Now the top scoring chart Premier League Ellen Haaland was in a Man City was 9 goals and watch Antoine Semenyo was 6 goals. Yawablantia first Jaden Anthony on I got Thiago woman in Asha 4 goals and watch Hugo Ekitike Ismail Assar Gerard Bowen Moises Caicedo and Richarlison Anderson, Afe Wilson Aisedo, Enzo Fernandez, Elman Indiaye, Nick Votamadi, and Afe Victor Joy Corres. Women in Asher 3 goals apiece, and Ano Payere Winston Pina Emma Tiofona El Shonoso. Afe quickly, young free England, not young Tosso El France. Now, Mammy Frantuan himself, Oko Franca, Andra Yenya 1 came a bus, El Parc de Prince, not Tima from Paris Saint Germain, Andra, woman Tinafi, Omina Strasbourg, about 3. Now, when him say Andra PSG game at Ebasono, je sais game na se Anchakra 6 minutes, and a brand here from Bradley Bacola, a first go and my team from Paris Saint Germain, and the Andra Strasbourg team from a go down, a brand here from Joaquim Pananchili, Ebenya equalizer, Edema Strasbourg, and went to Joaquim Pananchili at the second go Ebasoso, and Sana Diogo Morera, about third go Edema Strasbourg, and the Andra Edu Babino, now Strasbourg team LED Paris Saint Germain by 3 goals to 1. Name Gonzalo Ramos at the penalty, about take Canabaco Edema Paris Saint Germain, and Sana Sili Mayulu, Ebenya equalizer, Amana 3 and Tiandra, team from Paris Saint Germain from 3 goals to 1 down. One take Emania 3, and Ano Payere Winston Pina Emma Tiofona El Shonoso. Now, and next Saturday, Joe matches are Ebaso French Liganum. Now, the attempts and about 3 o'clock in my knees. Woman at Nefi, Omni Olympic Leon and Ebo, and watching Angels at Nefi, Wom any Monaco about 5 o'clock p.m. Now, for about 7:05 p.m. Olympic Marcel at Nefi, Wom any team from Sally Half and Ebo, Yankupoya Duma Ochina Sunday, about 1 o'clock in my lens, Elfie, Womuba Paris FC, and watching Laurent about for Omuba Brest, your team from Sir Rene, Omni Ose and Ebo, now for Toulouse team at Nefi, now Omni met a game Abba, so Saturday games in Nano, at 3:15 p.m. After Ochina 6:45 p.m. Nantes, Elfie, Omuba team from Sally, now I Paris Saint Germain team and Edikai, El French League A table, so PSG 17 points, Strasbourg at Tosumian almost 16, Olympic Marcel Tosumiansa, Wom and so 15 points, and after Leon, Woman Tosu and I almost 15 points. Now the Tessa Joaquin Panichelli, was more goals, El French Gun Echobia, was 7 goals, and what Chablanta Fence Ansu Fati, one also 5 goals, your Bradley Bacola, Esteban Lepo, Elan Cabal, Omina Asha 4 goals, after Aigan Tosin, Frank Magri, Joao Neves, and Pablo Pages, women also Asha 3 goals apiece, and I'm a Payadun Pina Emma Tiofona El Shonoso, after young matches in our Germany. Now, Uko German Bundesliga Andra, Junior Bellington at Nafia Emma Tima from Borussia Mönchengladbach, Wom Entmante, now and next Saturday about 1:30 p.m. I have 5 games and a basso our German Bundesliga. Now FC Cologne, El Ren Energy Stadion, Wom and Osborg and Ebo, and what your team from say had him about Nafi, Wom Ebo team from say Werder Bremen, now for Mainz 05, and by 04 Leverkusen game Abaso, after RB Leipzig, Gomobo Hamburger SV, Wolfsburg, Elfie, Omubo Stuttgart, about 4:30 p.m. Your Del Classica, Abaso Bayern Munich, El Allianz Arena, Wombo team from Borussia Dortmund, Nyankupoya Duma Ochina Sunday, about 1:30 p.m. Freiburg, El Europa Park Stadion, Wombo team from Eintracht Frankfurt, now for St. Pauli at 3:30 p.m. watching Omni TSG Hoffenheim, and Ebo. I buy Munich team and a decline. Now, when you say Bayern, 100% record. 6 games are buying Abon, Omarina, 18 points. Borussia Dortmund Etosumiano, 14 points. RB Leipzig Etosumian, Amo 13. And after Stuttgart Etosumia, almost 12 points. Now, the Tessa Hurricane and a decline. Our top scoring chart, and also our German Bundesliga. Now, Hurricane, Asha 11 goals. And what you can Uzan, any Ablante first Luis Diaz, women Asha 5 goals apiece. And what you Ablante first Snake, Aslani, and what Ellis Ansa, Seru Gurasi, Womusuna Asha 4 goals, Ubenya Andres Hotonji, and what Harris Tabakovic, and what Jacob Kaminski, Michael Olise, after Oliver Bock, Ran Felipe, Serge Nabri, Emedin Demarovic, Patricic, Omusunano, Asha 3 goals apiece and Anopeno, Jadewun Sempina, Emma Tiofona El Shonoso, live on Isha 104.5 MTV, weekend matches are, Emma so out the top 5 measure. Europeanism and Penny the update. Ediama Tiofona El Shonoso. After quickly, young really now young first stories and to us informative Tiofona El Shonoso. Now young Crystal Palace, and Same Kaipa. Tama Yebe close to transfer window. No, Jenya Liverpool team Amokoi. Say Amopa Crystal Palace, almost central defender now. Jeffrey Mark Gay. Emma Akoba say Crystal Palace from Antiasi Ama Akrananko. Now the Mimi say Casabrante from Mark Gay. Yami Aduma and next summer 2026 and a boy in the contract. contract ebena wie e team a je from say Crystal Palace na Andra Oliver Glasner one and manager edema team a from say Crystal Palace once a Palace team able fie wo ne bottom of enable na Andra manager na say fanto obi anim say the air confirm abrantia for say Magay enya do be stand the contract edema team a je from say Crystal Palace na nyame adum ebo season here abrantia je from say Magay ebeko na omo try as much as possible say boy no one man contract minimum boy estate team emphatically clear edit team from say Crystal Palace oni baby akọ and I say one thing rather one thing intino Crystal Palace for attack decision say omema branch for say Magay akọ eno e manager for say Oliver Glasner and when some credit to Janana Pino jare won some MT for ya el show so na branch for say Magay on say two clubs omo and actual massive interest say omo branch for say Magay bako e Liverpool and of Real Madrid team no nemu say ukon Europe your big teams be at say Bayern Munich and watch FC Barcelona and AC Milan omo nyina say womunya branch for say Magay woma be fan adena kwena no pain and won some MT for ya el show so na member Europe name quickly mama san from Africa your continent so esan say Andra and a calf omo de woman nominee edibaye na nominee a calf edibaye no say we a mad 2025 awards and a calf edibaye na they can add the nominee for the calf young player of the year e man de no woman for Habiba Hessam woni Habiba Sabri woman ya every Egypt and wachi Ghana ni ababa wane friend Stella Nyamiche wonu so enya nominee and wachi Doha El Madani yo Shakirat Mashoud afe Ajay Indiai yo Esther Masibe Mariwa and wachi Winfreda Gerard Messi Chipasu and of a root Makuma it way a calf young player of the year nominee and I would tell you know and what my man front to him say you're the nominee for the calf women's coach of the year now I'm for Adelaide Kudugnan and what is Siaka Gidi Traore go for Lamia Buamedi and what is Genevieve Anoman I'm for Kim Lance and what Ghana your coach and what I'm for George Voda afe Bankoli Oluwakeli woman for Justin Madugu afe Desiree Ellis and afe Carlos Kenyamba woman so a nominee for CAF Women's Coach of the Year and what you're the nominee for the CAF Women's Goalkeeper of the Year and what you announcer Goalkeeper of the Year rather now I'm for Troy Ngazi and what you Sedelan Bosija woman for Ferdinand Ngoyi woman for Habiba Ahmad Cynthia Conland one I Ghana this year and what you Fatumata Karin Tao woman for Khadija El Michi and what you Chimaka Indozi and what you for Jimmy Indiai and of Andili Dramani and also a nominee for the CAF Women's Goalkeeper of the Year and Altiano and of the last one the nominee for the CAF Women's Player of the Year woman for Ghana Yaba one friend Porsche Boache and what you Tapita Chawinga woman for Tamba Chawinga woman for Gizlan Chibak afe Sina Masudi woman for Esther Okoronko and what you Rashidat Ajibade woman for Mama Diop Barbara Banda and of Rachel Kadujaji and to wait hours and I say no minister and about our CAF for say nano paino jadun some MT for your show so now Mama Graham Porte were formerly of Chelsea and of West Ham United and Brighton and Hove Albion omo manager na Graham Porter or West Ham United no man sidan kwe na obeka Graham Porter ni coaching career was say Edith Sweden or say our club France Austin El Sweden na the men say can say yes Sweden for no one manager omapam Don Thomason womaja manager ne kwan na the men say can say almost Graham Porter and oma appointing no say on for World Cup qualifies na the Sweden for omuja manager your friend said John Thomas in crying and they said Omujidi pass or maybe to say Sweden who are two strikers Alexander Isak and Afrantia your friend said Victor Jokeres Gentim Emma World Cup qualifies now Tima your friend said Sweden a bit number say Omon qualify ever same tray and Omasaki manager Eddie Jumano Emma Grand Porter de Misaka and it's an Enchakran agreement by Juma na Grand Porter Aquaja Sweden woman national team manager Jumana Nano Peno Shadow some Emma Tilfonia El Shono so afe yanko story next way na me kaipa am say story we dey kan be bebre e dey am say yes La Liga for no wo mo any Spanish Football Federation and afe UEFA ekwagitum say La Liga game na e was say between team you from say Villarreal and FC Barcelona nyame adoma 20th December and ananka e was say game e baso Stadio de Ceramica nem game no on person mo kobo no Hard Rock Stadium Miami United States of America na yes Spanish Football Federation no wo mo gitum na La Liga for so gitum nem je ten say yes yours Association of Spanish Football wo mo so Spain wo na Spanish football players no wo mo so nyina our association na almost a meeting agia to say woman so antiasia da ema yankobo bansa any team from Villarreal United States of America ebasa bansa team ebenya advantage esan say game yemo of Villarreal fi ebasa ekwa neutral ground enti bansa ebenya advantage na jamemi say kan say almost say nyame atuma weekend matches a ebaso La Liga no nyina no wombe protest La Liga mpanifo no na protest ne kra esase edifi Andra Real Oviedo woman tina wom any Espanyol game about no winning say Andra referee ebona be say game enchance no first 20 seconds answer on say normally ka referee bona ben ya keke bona na bia o mabo e kuma goalkeeper and also o me pass won FIFA na say game ni asase nemo first 20 seconds referee bona be ma pass na afano no mi no obi agina ho obi ahwe ne yonko ni wom ye protest and La Liga for no at the first 20 minutes Andra game o mamo na eno La Liga for no say any dia live broadcast na omuso ye no omuso entwa ema players ni ma eti Andra game baso no na enye insekura Andra game ebaso e Stadio Nuevo Tertiary Oviedo eti uba Nhyira anase Nhyira TV or YouTuber je wo hwe Andra Stadium a wo bo game so no enti Andra live broadcast ebaso no wo mi chan area view wo mi drone ene twae eti u players no stadium nko na hu eti La Liga for say wo mi players ni ba twe ro fesan say wo ena competition mo dia de mo play na mo ye enti mo players e mo bobo agi musika wo mani de ntia mo be protest e de tia La Liga enti Andra eno yansema cross na no pay no jere won sam emete fo nya show no so na Barca team alusu 2 matches atwa so nyame atuma Barca able game against team je from say Girona na Andra Barca manager friend say as a flake the pre-match press conference about no manager say enforce Girona and a Barca and no no game ending now watch Girona team for more improve now ogidi pass enum bedding nemo on person almost started game here on person there one started game say almost started edit Sevilla no now o see for two be say Lami Yama and Family Lopez women back nemo team 90 minutes and from a team you from say Barca now manager say you La Masia players be na women yakunya abo edit team from say Girona and what you Rafinha situation was say omo hand omo risk abrante for say Rafinha na omo hwenim sinyame adma 26 next week El Clasico ebaso and abrante for say Rafinha omo expect say obeba na obeke be story animal say just a game against team from and I say game against Paris Saint-Germain any team je from say FC Barcelona no je say ekoba say Lamine Yamal late na later oye no je say Oko Barca has a freak iron she says uye player na uye later we bench you nemo me say Lamine Yamal de deco ever catch us there be born star boy we bench na December 2 Andra manager no press conference Jebusano was it your fan to be say enya no kura da no manager enema Barca say decision be say ono kwa we be no betima take say decision edema no na edu be no manager e use F word yentie Barca one manager France freak Andra what can sempa na we the yentie Barca manager ni.
So about, starting well, this match, it has to be different than in Sevilla, of course. We began there not on our highest level, so this is what I want to see from the players. We want to fight, and we have to fight to win these matches. First, I want to ask where you have it from, but at the end, sorry about the word, but it's totally bullshit, okay? I never, and also for this here in this club, with Deco and also with the club, I really appreciate a lot how they believe in our work, and I think we have the whole confidence, and they never will ask this, and so I can say it's bullshit, and I have nothing to hide because this is not true, okay?
Okay, where bansa manager fence answer flick and our tenant cano. Now what is answer flick? Ebu sans and twenty say when baby on your story free. It's answer over bansa. Bibi say intimate was da. Now on it deco on tam aye until when you near pass a deco be interfere and no aye answer flick and some cacandra. What it to Janano pay them with them. Emma Tilfon our show so. Now Yanko Arsenal team and the team from the Fulham and Ebo. Now Pierre Henkapier. Now it's not kind. And my team are from Sabao for Leverkusen or Germany. Na Pierre Henkapier every Ecuador ball on ball power central defender someone and a team from Arsenal eco found any free by all for Leverkusen na boy ban obe pray Andra El Soba training center team from Arsenal almost 20 grams one je vous say Abrante first Pierre Henkapier one or full training just one place in a full training and Abrante first Pierre Henkapier were available for Yami to Arsenal one game against Fulham away anano payno je some Emma Tilfon shown so now manager of the moment Ange Postecoglou Andra Postecoglou press conference no me who be that manager kasa na and somebody who kind say was it or no one can in front to no na the victim can say where manager unya to was yamana trophy obaji bia mawo wo de yenti manager nankasa Ange Postecoglou.
If you look at it through the prism of I'm a failed manager who's lucky to get this job, and you know you're smirking at me, but that's what's been said, right? A failed manager who was lucky to get another opportunity. There's a different story to tell, that maybe I'm not a failed manager who was lucky to get this job, but maybe I'm a manager that if you give them time, the story always ends the same. At all my previous clubs, it ends the same.
Okay, the way Ange Postecoglou and our tenant Casa or Casano. Now, fully, would you quickly young one now, young Madrid for so. Now, under Real Madrid team air training. Now, train the bus once a Madrid team, Yamia Duachina, won't call away our Estadio Coliseum Alfonso Perez, won't any Catefe and Ecobo. Now, Mammy Fortune say, Oko Real Madrid say, Joe Plus India Omopra, Omunyamai. Now, Dodi Kaya Brantefon said Danny Cavaya, Madrid for say, when ya Solios Muzzle, our Nino, Nifon, and when ya. Now, I'm say a late October, and I brought up and said Danny Cavaya, wherever and what you Trent Alexander-Arnold, when say when your muzzle injury on a former bicep, and also in the night bonkuno. Now, the almost I can say 20th October, baby, and I am so almost expected as Brantia. Your friend is a Brantia for Trent Alexander-Arnold, one also ever say I had training Edema Tima, your from say Real Madrid, and what Antonio Rudiger, one also the anterior rectus on the night bonkuno, and Antonio Rudiger Aquacopra mid-December and Antonio Rudiger one also Ebeba and what you Dian Hoysen one also any Solos injury one say before Classico Abrantia friend said Dian Hoysen were available and of Danny Ceballos one also Dian overload na say 9 M say wabo abre enti ebre abem enti almost for to be say October 24th and Abrantia friend said Danny Ceballos one also be available for Real Madrid no pay jere we say pina ematio for na show so na Andra El Santiago Benebao you say madefono wo mo keka enoma edisi ni sanse nyame adoma 26 next week and El Clasico Ebaso El Santiago Benebao enti renovation sase ekoso madefon edinoma egu kom Andra El Santiago Benebao you say madem penifon eya juma El Santiago Benebao na Alejandro Garnacho wosina kanima Chelsea na obeka no sina ka enoma tima je from say Manchester United na Alejandro Garnacho akasa Garnacho si for to obianim say omu game a wo mu boy ewa way Old Trafford against team from say Manchester United no wo tima ka ede ni sesinibo say game no ekwa 11 and Kenya de Manchester United betima say Chelsea da na Chelsea a better team ede chan Manchester United enti na ha dwie pa wogidie pa say this season Chelsea team betima get trophies esan say Chelsea team na Chelsea unlucky esan say luck enko informa Chelsea na ogidie pa say red castle this season Chelsea edino and I must say ocean league table na Chelsea women say that in a favorable position name ogidie pass after FIFA international break no bibi America ma edema team from say Chelsea and I former Manchester United players say we sina kan edema team from say Chelsea friends Alejandro Garnacho and at the San to Genano Payno jade won some ematio for na el show no so na Andra manager face Enzo Maresca ne premier press conference about manager no ekoka say ko Palmer wo be Messi be say 6 weeks I edi anim no one team mobile informa team you from say Chelsea na chese 1 month 2 weeks ko Palmer entimi mobile na yebusan say ko Palmer the best player our Chelsea say anya bia no metimi a replace Abrante for say ko Palmer na manager for say Enzo Maresca my answer.
To replace Cole is difficult because Cole is a very important player for us, probably one of the best players in the Premier League. So to replace that kind of player, it's always difficult. But I think the ones that we have depends on the game plan. Cole position against Liverpool was Malo Gusto. So it depends. The previous game against Benfica, I think it was Facundo. So it depends a little bit the game plan we have. For sure, we need to find a different solution. We need to find a different skills because we don't have another player like Cole.
Okay, the Blues of Chelsea manager fence Enzo Maresca and our team Maresca and Kase or Kasana Maresca say Abrantia fence ko Palmer A juniors and Tiu Placina Eddie Panimum a bit depending game a team from Chelsea Ebono was it young fan to a BNM say Omo Abrantia fence Facundo Buonanotte or and watch Abrantia fence Malo Costo woman game against Liverpool or about 10 FI Nemo a bit depending the contest of the game and I obey depending about 10 Edema Chelsea and I Enzo Maresca and Sam Kakandra. What it to China no pay them Emma Tilfon na show no so na say Chelsea team any front sponsor na the man say say Chelsea ashas here any global brand edin komo na brand say Chelsea any mudi komo say baku ay Red Bull GmbH and I say Red Bull GmbH and which Oracle your Lenovo and of Qatar Airways women yan Chelsea any mudi komo say women sponsor na sponsor na say front sponsor shares and bibia koye and Tima, you from Chelsea and no pay no. Jere won some MT for na el show no so. Na anslot as Alexander Isaac afidie. We went to my charge pa say boy ni no. Na one shara enya fit. Nemum say Brante for Isaac or best 80, 90 and I say 95% and I say 95% fit. I say obetima bo and team from say Liverpool. Enti was here for two of say Premier League ne I say we 100% fit and sana what reach o highest level. Nemum GD pass Brante for say Alexander Isaac were fit into a city. Wait, my judge, Abrante Fence, Alexander Isaac, and what you Florent vet manager say, born out just 22 years, and what you were for Germany and about England, and he was a young to was Edmano. Now, the players no answer that M1, essentially, Sanka Liverpool striker, so I say Liverpool strikers, no, woman I a clinical. I'm saying Castle Fufro, it's not a bueno, and Quaya Sissy Baby, Nemo Liverpool strikers and Esherania Clinica, and any year super Abrante Fence, Florent Fett and Nano Pay, don't him, Emma Tilfona El Shon Salibon Nhyira 104.5 from now, Richardo. You say Oko Manchester United, a Brian Buemo, or Yeg Jumano, Chaban Bomo, and Yansam Kitwakra, feeling. I say only Carlos Baleba, and a free Cameroon. Yeah. Now, you say World Cup qualifies no bueno, Bradina me. Yes, I can't know cancer Maguna. Agent in Buemo, Manchester United, a more dead training grounds, baby, a boy games. Add to 2 years, Mudia. It's over Manchester United. And now, only fan family. We're champions. We train against FA, a good season. And you share me. Ah, and do that say. It is a tag, and there's under my you. And do that say. And then go to his shame. Now, what's a gun out today? Or say Chelsea against Manchester United. The Robert Sanchez did record 4 minutes. Say 11. And there's no way Manchester United beat Manchester Chelsea. Da. Ganacho Nekasa. Red card me ba wo. Referee na yi free ni bottom so dia mo bia na obi ye bibi de ma. Obi she dance wo yi record. Anti obi ye bibi. Obi ye bibi. Eni football mra no ebo ebra. O mi bi sa question na wo sere. Wo say atiefo otie you. Anti radio no education. Undi metra na unkan se bia. Wo say ha no fact check ye aduma. But do so ya say ho no fact check no ana machine say. But do ya no more dia. The fact check ye aduma pa. The first of all, a good day na friend football no. Ye dem ran e bomboa. Anti referee no gina ho no. Yes so we say nana ye dey bobo park no so no. O make sure say play bia dey na aduma nyata. And am players in bi ko boom na so. Ananya sa. And o ko red card. The red card in the so good so. And the boom 2-1. No argument in Ejitum. Yes, your argument in say. You never boy 11 games for the past 2 years. December say. Okay. Thank you, boy 11 and dia. Come to me share. And again to me shamo. But again the doom maybe by 10. Last time I take it. Oh, as a man, okay. Give me about 10. What take it to go leader. I was a game Nigeria. But Ganacho no way. Oza so be pam echa. Why you that sara? Onye do that na say. Na say wa oba no be pam cho say Richard. Kwaya me fast free Manchester no. Ma nya de.
team Shirano. But next time no asa can for Manchester on.
Have you about team now once a team?
So why here me free people no madomeno.
There be once a about team no as say born more than get trophies.
And then how the chance to compare Manchester United. Say Chelsea yeah the chain Manchester United. I share some 2-1.
But United
what is he saying?
United free 2013 as you walk on and I said the free so Hobano.
Okay, Andy, where we you are created. I tell you, Andy Costa and Dimitri Martin and Kanisha 4.5. Oshamrena Nondu Papa Osimano Enum. Yentos enough a weekend edition of Nhyira Digital Passports. Yemfa Emma at this point, bra. YouTube Nhyira TV. Na oba subscribe. Channel no mame subscribe ya. Na odo message no aba. Weekend the games bebre. Yeah, be a preview. I had a top notch. Backed with a fact. Keke Kanzimbia Keke. Preview there, you know. Backed with a fact. It's gonna be a fact checking with Hano. It's Yebedin Komo. Na ya share from the early kickoff, the big game, Ebaso or China, and in some outdoor, as I say, yes, Spain. Players no ye protest. At the Tia Efinos, a quite more fossil at the Barcelona real game. No, I call Obiman to US no more and Yadrin into almost stage a protest at the Tiampen Nivono. Nimina home come our ha. Yebidi our Jumadino and so Fifi Manfred Kofi Maresca. Bemena, good morning. Where you nas? Okay, Abba. Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to say,
Adam who you
I'm a Gusushi. Oh, and Kakrakra. Handsome Kitwa. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. I'm fine.
Okay. Mobo early kickoff.
Chelsea, that's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Isn't it true? Oh. This game will be any baby ever call. Maybe Grand's work. I'm expecting a win from team from say Nottingham Forest. Okay, message Kakrabina for Fifi Manfred in Chassis and for my Francis Sakite also good morning. Good morning Sakite. Sakite of Dubai on first show in Niagara. Bona Anthony. I say what season. Hashtag Manchester United. Adai what Bay. Okay. David Obey. I say let them brag. They'll find themselves lost in the forest of Nottingham. Okay. And David Obey Ode sa message Abre and then Anopen Ketia Collins I say free for investors this weekend. Nottingham Forest win. And Ketia Collins and so at the Abe Ama fellow say Chelsea. Tear floors appear. I say I hope Chelsea doesn't Pacho had the Nususa West and over oh yeah, tear floors Mr. Next time. Now you see weather and so anyway your point is well made. Kofi?
We don't have enough time in tea. You're in them. And when I say enough time, I can say NCB first game number started, so you have to be quick and then talk about the games now as the end. Which and now I catch your tea for say, wow, person will share the French league and look out for two things. I'm go on show only a very transitional, and I'll go sit back. I will be a games no able. Now, Rich, and now Strasbourg for no away any Paris Saint-Germain cock boy. Say, only Strasbourg story that may catch you. Strasbourg was a team now or co-relegation 2 seasons ago. Before say, to the ball in the Baghdad, the Gbali Mubekov Ebemu as together as Blue Cone Clear Lake. A Cocoto club in front of Strasbourg as one of Chelsea feeder clubs in France. Which since that time. Strasbourg for the very first time last season qualified for the Conference League. Very first time in Europe. And then this season, French League animal only at just 1 point of Paris Saint-Germain. And it tells you of the quality of players that was Strasbourg team. And then now, Louis, who is the coach of Paris Saint-Germain, said Strasbourg team is one of the best teams. It was French League and their quality all round. Which and now in that game, Strasbourg finally took the lead. It was Paris Saint-Germain first. Diego Moreira had taken money at 1-1. Strasbourg made it 2-1 by a brand here friend Panicelli. And then later on made it 3-1 again. Another one from Panicelli. But Paris Saint-Germain finally showed that it was at home. The game was too open. The inexperience of goalkeeper friend Mike Pender showed when he made a mistake and then brought down Brent FN Desiree Doué, and Paris Saint-Germain made it 2-1 via a penalty of Gonzalo Ramos, and then finally Brent FN Mayulu Emma gave a 3-3 L horror. And now we had two of the Doué brothers not on the field of play. Desiree Doué and then the brother Penny Doué, all of them on the field of play. The senior brother playing for Strasbourg and Brent FN Desiree Doué playing for Tima. Your friend of Paris Saint-Germain El Horom. It was a good game. It was a very Strasbourg team, the quality room. Florentine Bako, Julio Enciso, Diego Moreira, Benjamin Chiwalena played for Strasbourg because he is there. And a lot of quality. A bright friend Mamadou Sarr from the back to front. You could see inside Strasbourg team. But then Paris Saint-Germain showed their mettle. You need the likes of Elia Zabani, who's about injuries. Kakra Ousmane Dembele has not fully returned. A bright friend Marquinhos was out of the team. So the back line, second half in a Pacho Baye with a bright friend of Theo Hernandez. And my bright friend Elia Zabani mapped up at the back for them to make sure say I'm conceded him and we're not giving no more. And at the end of the day, it was a good performance for team and friend Strasbourg. Which and in Germany, the Die Classic is coming on. Bayern Munich is playing against Dortmund. Our German Bundesliga name. Now, if you look at the starter, Germany for Bayern and it is difficult for anybody to stop them. In Europe, they are unbeaten. In the local competition, they are unbeaten still. And the job of our branch friend of Vincent Company has been super. But not more so. The quality of our branch friend Harry Kane.
On your underrated.
One of Vincent Company.
Vincent Company.
Now also your coach.
I never said.
Last season, okay.
Last
season, okay. Last season, okay.
Jamie.
Okay.
I never said that.
No, you said it.
You said it.
You said it. Also, Mr. Company, your coach. Also, Keka coach, Mr. Company.
Who quoted me verbatim?
Yes, verbatim. I'm not inferring. I'm quoting
Kofi.
You said it.
Me say. Mr. Company, your coach.
Facebook to her. Next time we tear for the member. If you been just screenshot call your mom. I tear for myself. Who tear me? Bushemo YouTube. Richardo calls Vincent Company no coach. Remember? You see, one of kind say Sabi na Kamba Enzo Maresca.
Me can say Bacho Kofi team. Me say Vincent Company no. Onyade.
Also on your coach.
I never said so. When you go and no dag out already.
Now your question and person bizarre. Okay. Who the only coach is our wrong. It was a company that was one of those people.
Who threw me another bus?
And you another bus, okay. Now they didn't leave me here. I know the name you threw me another bus. And Saturday the name you threw me another bus. But Mr. Ripier, so you to get up and walk.
Show the bed, though. Show the bed. Said yes, started no. Show the bed. Dead into the uncle. The American got the Shabanu. No problem. Okay. Mr. Aquano. Onyadi, I never said so in your coach.
Oh, okay.
Can't be other. Now, Vincent Company with your coffee. Coffee. Oh, Debbie. Ebia. Me say me jitum.
218.
Some under 18, but now, what shall I say prove me wrong?
I'll share in top notch.
The whole brand.
I'm there to tell you.
The whole brand.
What's your secret?
No, what you read the Unya been to Ghana. New Jersey.
Hey, that's all.
No boarding pa.
We don't want to know the price. It says if
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Young
now come baby.
What's it?
Now come baby. Now come baby, Mr. Company.
But some just say. Bianam can say onyade.
Okay.
But now, looking at the result of them are buying both the local league normal bono, any international games, as in continental games normal bono. What you say, a fedie, a Jumano and Sakukaso. Okay. The Bayern team, how are Germans in the ball, and to say Germany, sorry, Bayern funny book gamer. I want to look, a funny team, deadly. ometimi attitude team no on any day and asem jitum say ebia can be so me under routine but now he's doing what oh no so nenko yekufi no coach dey tell at the end say at the end dey yastic result it is a result no madia
right I told him to was my coach say
now the way they say me bonabaso
but that is after a year but starting all struggle you didn't give him any credit at all
e bia me cancer nti na esi wa so ase yire no no
oti pa oti twe oti o my online say you on my online app you told you things
what
okay but you say they koyi
he said Bayern team there serious
yeah then
this 5-4
yeah
I mean top notch team
as it stands now 15 games unbeaten and like you said and yes they are scoring and also adding a lot of goals also but what people do not know is that Niko Kovac's team Dortmund is also playing very well almost like 14 games unbeaten
Abranti Efano Ahmed watch say show utie pa
Ahmed go message no
oh nya butre make me come message am for dia ben Ahmed say okay vividly
Ahmed vividly as
oh ni now a message okay say this same platform so am kan no no say am kan no I say he said his level is not the standard of buying sa no person kire o person kire say dia me kind don person kire say o hwe Vincent company a the level no any buying standard no I say ba bra kakra onru buying level
okay only how many nyamati
so what I say I never say onye coach
okay one can say
why me say na Vincent company and for man kokod na izem dia yi me japa dia na bomi I chose defamation of character. Me defa me defame no na. Enemy could na continue service and company. Man kasa am say na won nya de. But say the oya de. I say die. Say the akwa na adwuma. Especially share ya no ma me kra de. Man do no. The best coach in the world. Vincent company. Yenko.
Washe world champion.
Washe world.
Ahmed nko message na kan yo.
Omo ma kana so mo antie show ni.
In the number of games that Bayern any Dortmund Bayern 69 wins, Dortmund any Bayern abo draw 33 times, and Dortmund winning 35 times. So obviously there is a lot of advantage on the side of team my friend in Dortmund. And like I told you, and 7 games and more unbeaten streak. Our German Bundesliga anymore, and Harry Kane is on red hot fire as it stands now. German Bundesliga anymore. Possible lineup I expect say Sasha Boye in fullback, Dio Pamecano, Jonathan Tah, Konrad Laimer, then goalkeeper Manuel Neuer, Joshua Kimmich, Serge Gnabry, and Alexander Pavlovic will make the midfield 3, and of course Michael Olise, Harry Kane, and Luis Diaz. I mean making them. Front 3 now on quality team, a lot of pressing and counter pressing, a lot of physicality and directness to get goals, and the firepower now when you want to Olise added the pulse and the calmness on the ball to wait for runs in behind to exploit spaces. Whilst Abrante and Luis Diaz will come back to do the defensive job to help the fullbacks and also run the channels very well in terms of the directness. You can't want on the side. Or team my friend buying Dortmund. There is some good news. It's the return of our bench friend Nico Schlotterbeck, one of the best German centre backs that I have seen. Solid player. On our bench friend Ben Sabine Anton, who sits in the mid in the back 3 with Sessegnon, Stevenson, and Johan Kutu, and as the wing backs. Then Marcel Sabitzer and our bench your friend Mecha will be the midfield 2 double pivots. No honor. The Maximilian Beyer, Seu Grassi, and our bench friend Karim Adeyemi, the reigning African Footballer of the Year. Everybody up a quality with Gregor Kobel in pose. Of course, this is a team that is coached by Niko Kovac, a former manager of Team FN Dortmund. Which the only reason why I believe strongly that this is a game that Dortmund will not be able to win, and they can't even get a draw, is because they are playing at the Allianz Arena. Because Dortmund team is
very grand.
Yeah, I think my most specific bet option for that game where both teams to score. So yes, into bet team call Bayern to win, both teams to score. Either team to win, both teams to score, or Bayern or Dortmund, either team to win. But I'm certain that there are going to be goals in this game, and the most team to score is a very, very good option for me. Rich, quickly in the talents area, and then Roma airball Inter. Maybe say that who is a company, so I know Christian Kivu. And I know Rich Christian Kivu there. I don't know where he can take Inter to. I don't think I take Inter to where Simeone is Gideon Koeno. But on the flip side, at Roma, Gian Piero Gasperini Jumano Atalanta, no, he seems to be doing that still in Rome. And then on top of the Italian Serie A, AS Roma Nedaho, with Napoli second. After San lost to Napoli against AC Milano. That is the story over there. The last time Inter Milan ever big game was against Juventus when they went away from home. And this is how the Italian Serie A table looks like. Napoli, Rome on the same points, 15 points, goal difference. Napoli on top with +6. And then Roma follow with +5. Milan, 13 points. Inter, 12 points. Juventus, 12 points. Atalanta, 10. Bologna, 10. Any Como, any D'Souza, Rich, in that game, big one that's going to go on in Rome. My money is on a double chance to Roma. Away Elfie, so meet me a share so much. After say Inter Napoli for dropping points the last time against AC Milan, and then staying at home to win. I think against Torino, they'll go back to Turin and get a goal, get a win again this weekend. Sassuolo, Lecce, Pisa, and Hellas Verona, very keenly contested. Italian Serie A, and I think that this weekend Italian Serie A be very, very interested. Argentina. Spanish La Liga for no. I say, I like what Javier Tebas is doing.
Already.
Javier Tebas is honestly only way more nyajini. Only Barcelona for only nyajini in their push to go. Javier Tebas they call friends in FIFA and UEFA for them to look at it.
Okay.
And they said there are no
FIFA
rules.
G2 no.
Yeah, there are no rules.
Yeah.
And then when I mean explain actually say they call it the line in sand. Like a can draw on name. BBT so it's really nothing. It's not something that will sustain for a very long time. But it looks as if the other teams now Spanish La Liga and so any Barcelona and Villarreal. And I think we've extensively discussed that here.
Sure.
And now saying now only Andy Ginecan, Oviedo for any Espanyol winning some match by 2-0 and Oviedo home. But then at the end of the before the game starts here, now Real Oviedo for any Espanyol for any general. Omoka said they are in solidarity. They don't want to see La Liga games being played outside of Spain, something that they want to do. Which in the Spanish La Liga.
But Kofi,
my catch was a rich. It comes down to money.
No, Kofi.
Rich.
We I disagree with you.
Rich.
No, hey, Isika, Mijitum. Be league ni ebo. League na ebo. And running say, we be bohum. Na me so manya kwa ko bohum se na be ayi na benya a level playing ground no be anya advantage of obi anfa nko league no so now o se VR game e se nko no tena fie ebo against Barcelona no on for game nko US ho ni obi afie neutral grounds no ne Barcelona nko bo it is ebo wie na with Barca ho din o sa ko bo Villarreal awo neutral grounds no it means that my Barca ho ye din at the chair Villarreal. And as I say, my Barcelona, why a day at the chair Villarreal, no, oh, someone the advantage. So, when your points, they are crocodiles at the chair, the opponents are not in the same league, which I disagree.
Which have you listened to Villarreal?
It's not fair.
Have you listened to Villarreal's?
Almost a day.
His explanation is where, for me, I understood that it will come down to these things. Villarreal, for one, say arguments now we're making or to us here, okay. But almost as a club, Villarreal, head to it, and you can check. They don't beat Barcelona when Barcelona come to the Ceramica. Because the president also says, they don't get any advantage. See, they don't get any advantage when Barcelona comes to the Ceramica. Barcelona beats them there. But on the flip side, only better results when they go to Camp Nou. And so for them, that's not the case for them. And this is what the president is saying, is both of them, Villarreal and Barcelona, they have a huge following. Miami Krumono. And they feel like a home game. And they want to play one game over there. If both of them will agree, if Barca say all agree, yeah, then they can understand. But once Barca have agreed and they are going to share gate proceeds, He thinks that there's no problem. Which I agree with the integrity of the game. I agree with taking the game away from the fans because to be very honest with you, say a league game there, then why are you taking it out? If it's a cup game, perfect. Say a one-off final be perfect. Now they call Saudi Arabia. It makes a lot of sense. But I'm going to play a league game away from home. I understand the conversation around equality, equity, and but then again, Rich, at the end of the day, they don't even have that when they play at home. And for them, they'll choose the money today over whatever that you are calling as the integrity of the game.
We league. Say a cup game now they call outside Spain. Many problem. What I say, but this is a league. Oh, come on.
And I FIFA so I to Munti. Omo protesting in our which was Spanish Liga. Real Madrid that's obviously with 21 points, Barcelona 19 points, Villarreal 16 points, Real Betis 15, and Atletico Madrid 13. Any team, my friend, is Sevilla also with 13. Which you said the last time that you don't think that the injuries at Barcelona will worry them, especially against Girona, right?
No, I never said that.
Okay, what did you say about Barca injuries?
No? So I said I confirm.
Oh,
Barca players, no.
These players, you see, I can understand what Obia say. Oh, na Lamine Yamal in prime Barca for Neka, but the official statement from Barcelona stated that Lamine was injured. So we will work with Barca for Neka. Barca for Neka say Lamine 1 ton, but you see, I can say Gavi Epra, Dani Olmo available, Juan Garcia available, Rafinha available, Lewandowski available, Marc-André ter Stegen available, and I Brent Ferran Torres also available. The closest is Rafinha. Fermin Lopez back together with Lamine Yamal, but then like coach Fernandez Aflek kind of, they won't start against Girona, and they are waiting to have a Brent and Rafinha in the El Gran Clasico, not in this game only Girona Ekakobono El Horo. A lot of people have criticized Barca for almost say Hansi Flick system now last season, and more is successful. No, I say any players need pre-print Hansi Flick and share tactics no who. According to him, the players run too much, almost cover a lot of ground, and on physical levels, and when the line affects on performances and intensity levels. And Hansi Flick spoke about it on a pre-match press conference. No, he says that the game plan is clear. On pet team, as a nipa baako pɛ na ɛyɛ adwuma wɔ so mi ma adwuma ni mi yɛ sɛ adwuma dɛbi yɛn nyinaa yɛyɛ adwuma no yɛn nyɛ taake yɛn nyɛ agye bɔɔl ne ba yɛn nyɛ press yɛn nyɛ counter press and yɛ kɔ yɛn nim a then we can also help in the attack as well. That is what Hansi Flick is saying, and it only said now Hansi Flick bɛka say the journalists that were saying that Lamine Yamal and co training Dekomo friend no, he used the word nonsense. He said that those reports from Spain were nonsense. Na enye no kre. Na since he came, Dekomo have given him all the respect and all the support to do his job, and they won't ask him of that. So he has asked him to change, which essentially Barca has to beat Girona. And it looks as if say in the front three, you know, we are expecting say we are going to see our branch friend Marcus Rashford in there. We expect someone showing our branch friend Drew, and especially since our branch friend Femi Lopez is not going to be there. The game was going to be played at the Luis the Companions, the eternity friend the Mujikro, with Kunde, Eric Garcia, Paul Kubasi, Gerardo Martin. Which more problem can carry its Barca back for. It is the position of Kubasi. Kubasi is a natural right-footed centre back. But since our bench friend Nigo Martinez Kubasi is now being forced to play at the left centre back, which is not too bad. But I think in the game against Paris Saint-Germain, he was targeted. Maybe unless to get the champions in command, I'll tell you why. Frankie de Jong, Pedri Gonzalez, our bench friend Drew Fernandez, number 10, then of course Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Balde most likely also starts, and our bench friend Rooney Baji, sending me Lamine Yamal in the second half, which I will fear there. I expect Barca to win. If Barca lose ground now, which El Gran Clasico, you lose ground today, I think that the league will be decided around this area. So Barca cannot lose ground. I expect them to beat Tima, your friend Girona. Of course, once Real Madrid ever against Tima, your friend Getafe away from him. This is where the real deal is. Madrid they can't win. Getafe. Yeah. But of course, which Madrid have also gotten good news with Kylian Mbappe Awaba. And which this season Mbappe for me is super excellent form by all standard, and he's delivering. Meka Mbappe said now I am quick to always accept that last season there were the likes of Mohamed Salah who started like this, But as the season wore on, it maybe no performances no air dwindle kakra, and it affected them in the conversation of the Ballon d'Or. So it's too early to have that conversation. But in the context of Madrid and what he's doing for them, Mbappe has been solid. It's over the numbers, the goal contributions, the assist, and also his general contribution to the total play of team friend Real Madrid. Mbappe has been brilliant at it. Madrid have gotten good news. And Mbappe in Franco Mastantuono has been cleared to play. Abrante friend Ferland Mendy has returned from the injury, and he's also ready to go on and play for team and friend Real Madrid. So there is good vibes. Jude Bellingham back into the team and is going to be able to play El Horum. Of course, Xabi Alonso seems to have a team that is all set to get a job done. There were 4 different set of formations. Which one are you going to go into the Madrid game against the Tafi with? Overbo Militao Dinheitsen, Carvajal Carreras, Tchouameni Goulet, Valverde, Bellingham, Mbappe, Vinicius Junior in a 4-4-2. Or you are going to go with Militao, Rudiger, and Dinheitsen as part of a back three. Trent and Carreras as wing backs. Abrante, your friend Tchouameni, and Abrante, your friend Franco Mastantuono, Valverde, Bellingham, Mbappe, and Vinicius Junior in a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2. Or you go a flat 4-3-3.
It depends on a Tefi for.
A Tefi play in a regular 3-back.
3-back?
Yes. Especially at home, like they did against Barcelona. So Barcelona versus a Tefi.
So Zarunia front 3.
So you want to play a front 3?
Yeah.
Do front 3 why?
Mbappe, of course. Vinicius.
Bellingham is back. Ada Goulet is in the team.
Ada Goulet.
Rodrigo Goes is there. It's one elbow.
Mami first,
first level.
The other side.
And only a Militao, Heisen, Carvajal, Carreras, Tchouameni, Goulet, Valverde, Bellingham, Mbappe, Vini. So this can look like a 4-3-3, like you see, because Bellingham can.
And also we push Bellingham,
depending on the face of play.
Mbappe and then Vinicius.
Yeah.
Okay. I think me call for the first one.
For first one.
Yeah.
A 4-4-2 that can become a 4-3-3 when Madrid are in possession. So I mean the good thing is that Madrid want to have everybody back. Into which you about Bellingham, or about Goulet, Mastantuono, or about any of the players that they want to play. Which away from home also, if you look at how the Spanish La Liga looks now, it's in as much as Madrid are on top, points and then so they can't also afford to let Barcelona back into the conversation. 2 points. And the amount this weekend in Tigre, and say it's the weekend proud to the Grand Clasico. So you need to win. You need to find ways to measure matches. And in winning all of those matches, because at this point in time, who could do a Clasico now they're formed by three pointer. What it means that draw crowd, you're in trouble.
Okay.
So you need to find ways.
When there's enough,
I said, no, Chelsea
lineup number.
Chelsea lineup number. Because when you see a new room, Sasha, anytime they say a by the time you do no lineup number, which I think that Madrid should be able to win. Madrid should be able to win. And this weekend, La Liga match, like I told you, Oviedo Espanyol played, and then Sevilla Mallorca. I think that this is a game where Sevilla stays at home and get a win. Barcelona should beat Girona. Villarreal and Real Betis should be a very, very good game. There should be some goals in there. Atletico de Madrid against Osasuna. I will be very surprised if Atletico and fumble it and don't get a win against my friend Osasuna. Our Madrid should be able to beat Tima, your friend Getafe. Yanko English Premier League, and then the game that is starting the conversation. Yeah.
But remember lineup Nana. Oh, okay. Me start with Nottingham Forest now. Over Chelsea.
So Nottingham Forest.
Me more the first one. Okay. So I me din komo kakra. My grounds work. As usual. Cells.
Marcel's.
Eda go post Williams, Morato, Molero, Sangari, Anderson, Awonini, Gibbs White, Douglas Luiz, Milinkovic, and then Vinchenko. Omo ene Emrantie Dubakwa. Omo start game for Nottingham Forest.
Okay.
I'm saying Gibbs White now my friend or no.
Over Morgan Gibbs White.
Menena Kasa.
Okay.
O se me da mena.
Morgan Gibbs White so
Agbena.
Ono kwa da o jimi na wo na we.
Obi wie game na mame.
Gibbs White be wie game na mame.
Yenko Chelsea die na ho. Okay. Chelsea. Dada no a. Mami bi nsa on ton so the taste dada no a. Akonya di Robert Sanchez. Eda go post no. Captain Reed James Ebo. Josh Echampon, Kofi Echampon no. Chaloba Ebo, Kukureya, Gusto, Lavia, Neto. Nenye Neto na mtu brave.
Enzo Maresca can say are doubtful for the game. One case with
Bamukojo on kan krekra.
Which Boboni and Kotan.
Me mbo say. We better a whole press conference. Say Neto is not available.
Yeah, so coach in the voice and out.
Oh, massa. Who person am do? Andre Santos, Garnacho, and then João Pedro.
Midfield is solid. We dominate and beat them 3-0. Midfield, there is no midfield in the Premier League that you get this from. Mr. We get tactical word, man.
Kukureya, James 2 and 3, Josh Champion, Chaluba 4 and 5, Romeo Lavia Gusco, Ebo in front of the back four.
Lavia, Gusto position a little bit different. I will explain.
Okay, but then Omanimuno, Garnacho, Andre Santos, and then Neto. Now, João Pedro LED lines, you know. Okay.
Now, so offer Morgan gives, so I don't say.
Also, me damn in
against Tottenham must be any team that can work. I don't know one that Hannah Obeda. Now Liverpool crowd from crowd. Also can say that crowd went in here na Hannah Obeda.
Because we need some my community no more records be. I yell me cry.
I'm really new. This is a pacho.
You record na na.
As in this ne.
Unu dey am asem you.
Baby.
Also you record no 20 here.
Yeah.
Before I ever go international break, you know, Liverpool lose 2 out of 3
games. What's the now? What's the one? And then
some na me hear records.
From Dave beside me say, Jack, now I on the Zoom now. I'm we change me now. Me fe me fanya mari.
Records no. If I'm telling you. So United nipa o koso ko records. Liverpool, Manchester United. Oh, me bet it.
It's Nottingham Forest able with a back three, like you said.
Okay.
Milenkovic, my brand here friend Morello, as part of the back three. Then they have 2 wing backs, Zinchenko, formerly of Arsenal, and our brand here friend Williams. Then in fifth one, they have a brand here friend Morgan Gibbs White, Ibrahima Sangare in the middle of the park, and I think Anderson also. Then up top, they are playing with Taiwo Awoniyi as a centre forward that's going to do the job. That is very, very good lineup for them. Enzo Maresca and they say, okay, no, can say there are issues, but inside issues, he has a plan. It looks as if say Estevao Willian and travel combine. He didn't start him in this one. I would have expected to say Enzo Maresca starting, but I want to think that maybe it's because of the jet lag or too quiet from the South American area to come back to Europe. He has trusted a branch friend Josh Champion to be at centre back. Now the problem with Chelsea 2 centre backs is right footed. It will be a comfortable left footed and nobody actually the team. So Chelsea would have to adjust here. Now in fifth year, on the left hand side, you have Marcus James in this area. Then you have a branch friend Malo Gusto, who on paper looks like it's part of the midfield 3. There is Pedro Neto, there is a branch of Alejandro Garnacho, and it's Joao Pedro in this area. Rich, something is going to happen. Say who's on line up where Enzo Fernandez, where Moises Caicedo. So it means that Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez for the very first time, both of them are not starting since Enzo Maresca came.
So who's na Maresca press conference no okay.
So me a doubt.
I say games how congested now are Coach Bia or person season ni ko ina so rotate.
Yeah. Maybe with that crowd, only now doubt.
Oh, okay.
Enzo Fernandez if Argentina for come by 10 because no must go to the
I can say they one kokra.
But no crowd still no must 2 weeks enough rest for him.
Okay.
On resting in crowd so much. The good thing is Lavia is in the game. And Chelsea able with 2 normal friends and midfielders, which is Lavia and Andre Santos. What I'm expecting is that Chelsea build up. Chelsea will build up with Lavia dropping between the 2 centre backs. Normal basis, who's one of the most comfortable player on the ball. Then you would rather have either Marco Correa, any Abenti friend. Make Chelsea what Chelsea are doing these days is that they don't invest fully. Say Chelsea no be born and say, on for Correa man be shameful, and on for James man be shameful. Now what they want to do is that because Nottingham Forest are playing with a midfield tool, they want to overload it. So there is going to be in the right half space Malo Gusto. Then you have a better friend of Pedro Neto rather keeping the weight. Then you have James inverting slightly in an angular form, then two midfielders of Abrante and Andre Santos. The build-up now becomes Lavia to Abrante and Andre Santos. Then the two outside centre backs become Joshua Champon and Abrante and Trevor Chalobah. Then they are hoping that with the rest of Joao Pedro they should be good. The only issue I see is that Chalobah and Joshua Champon will find a difficult time dealing with Abrante and Taiwo winning it. Yeah, the holding. Yes, near who can is a second half. Starting lineup now, Poedo. Maybe I mean a many passes, but I didn't see Chris Wood.
No, Chris Wood has started.
So you mean in the second half? Chris Wood into it. Another
strike on the tormenting.
Yes. Oh, bra. Near the Chris Wood. Angie Peso winning match. Because it don't need it. But like I said, now, one more. Your friend is saying the substitution is not mammy. But to give you a TFO how the game can go from a Chelsea perspective, mammy share players and what Chelsea's bench on them. Yen say Caicedo will bench ana. Yen say Enzo Fernandez will bench ana. Yen say Chelsea players are making bench, you know. Gittins me sure so about on them. Then we can see how Enzo Maresca's game plan will be if the game gets stretched in the second half. I think that is going to be also a very, very critical part.
Okay, so my bench one. Jack Elson.
Okay.
Tosin
will bench.
Hato
will bench.
Caicedo
will bench.
Bonante,
okay,
Estevao, Gittins, George, and Giwi.
There's Enzo Fernandez
and Ketino.
Okay. It's one bed.
So it means that we had the Caicedo beat me about.
Yeah, Caicedo.
Estevao likely on beat me Abubi.
Yeah.
Gittins likely.
George
Didier boy.
Ty Jordan.
We player.
The new boy anymore at the shame.
Anyway,
last season.
We player.
But me at the shame.
Mo line up no more than you.
Yeah. Line up going. Yeah, line up similar in the shame.
Maybe. We are talking about Chelsea team and the bench. Bench we. Say young fun say.
We see an account.
What young fun say job no more game Libya. What the mad you in Ebeshe.
See an account against Liverpool. Against Liverpool catches a coffee giant. Everybody I see Ninja a champion 1 yard get me catch us say Yenka boss are munion to was ye. You don't just say Maggie is a good sentence.
And we had the amount of time George Barber set.
Yes, of course, not in the time George Moyamu didn't West Liverpool. Yeah, the Joshua Champions say Liverpool and not the name.
If you say Liverpool, who say team?
They say Liverpool say team.
But almost say news. Almost say team Yem corner
rich party.
The other games
I think it's going to be a cagey game because, like I said, Ange Postecoglou is under a lot of pressure, and then now Tino say I will win a trophy in my second season at Forest. I say and we're down in the second season. He wins something. I would see my friend in Forest, like I said. Rich James is starting. Enzo, Fernandez, any parts of the team, like we said. And this is the possible lineup. Yeah, they buy. Ours was without a bench effort, Buonanotte, but almost a similar lineup to what Chelsea has. Rich, Arsenal for go away to go and play against Fulham.
London Derby.
And we've spoken about Arsenal in the London Derby extensively with you. But they have broken the jinx, in my opinion, when they beat Newcastle United away. And they followed it up with West Ham United. If they're able to do this here, like I told you now, I will begin to feel more confident Arsenal beating Ajay. Especially in a weekend where, yes, Liverpool, Anfield, all the record, but Liverpool are playing their bitterest rival in Manchester United. I can agree with the local derby of the Merseyside, but then when Manchester United need Liverpool, it can go anywhere. Yes, United have been the whipping boys when it comes to the Manchester United and Liverpool match in the day, but anything at all can go the other way. So Arsenal need to firm it up. Arsenal can go 4 points off Liverpool by the time of Chamberlain. No more 4 points. So they need to firm it up. And so Arsenal cannot give us any excuse of going away to the Craven Cottage to win. Now it's only the two owners of Liverpool, any Fulham, Stan Kroenke, any I think something Khan, the owner of Liverpool. Two teams in America, team American football, and this one also England that they are playing now. The problem with Arsenal is that Victor Gyökeres go. I mean, on share as much as was expecting to score. Mikel Arteta saw catcher and say, "On a striker, I'll pay a striker Obetimi a couple of games without scoring and still is confident that the goals will come. Not only 2 words, okay, goals in him by if you losing the confidence. No, he says that no. That is exactly what he wanted from a branch friend of Victor Jacques. I told him before the first meeting, I said, the number 9 that I want is a number 9 that when he doesn't score for 6 or 8 games, he can handle that. If not, you have to go elsewhere, according to him. And I think that Victor Jacques will come good on Arsenal. The good thing is that, Rich, I said we are kind of several times. See, Victor Jacques is not scoring, but Arsenal are not. They are not in trouble. Eberechieze, Martinelli, Leandro Trossard, Bukayo Saka is back in the team. Even in the middle, Rice, Martin Ibanez.
It seems as if Arsenal players in back.
Yeah, everybody is getting.
And baby, I'm no yeah drain on Arsenal betting at G League this season. Also Arsenal home. Adia ba ko how mo e bro mi timi G League no. At the London derbies no more.
London derbies.
Go Kofi makano wa fidie we so. Derbies ne board ding. No matter team ne performance and our team now ne kobo no. Ni position are on the log. Derbies are derbies. Ne bon ding. It is a we a team to Arsenal or derbies ne door so. Anytime Biana and my lose points no.
Yeah.
It is this as one here. Mikel Arteta ya DB. O make sure say most of the derbies don't bubble as in the London derbies no bubble nano. Obetime enya scoreline bubble no. Now cushion is able to G League, you know. And I think me know we are doing. So Fulham and now. Or catch we are now say look, the Premier League Arsenal arriving and the position.
I won't dare not near see what you know bit me. Into we know the new year. Now the pressure to Liverpool. And ask Liverpool,
which I think can only to actually.
I say also Man United. Say yeah. And that is something that
is the most complete team in the Premier League.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
on bench, on the first 11.
Mind you,
solid team.
We give a lot of stake to coaches. This job for Arsenal has taken 7 years. And they be American. And this season, I may predict Arsenal to win the league.
Okay.
I mean, you remember? The static Arsenal, even Arsenal fans.
I have a crowd in the top 4.
Yeah.
But you see Arsenal first.
Me too, but I'm saying that for me, I've been doing it for 3-4 years now.
I also to see Arsenal.
Yeah. My year several years at the Biameka say Arsenal. And the Biameka say very first time Mikel Arteta buy. The second season, I'm saying Dela Arteta will be good. Make tell me boys Dela. Dela so feel me Arsenal ni buy to Basem no. Sometimes we as analysts, we always want to look at Nia Afefe CCA. But for me, I am very big when it comes to coach Sierman to Wasia because that is what builds teams. And after the 6th year entering the 7th year, Rich, all the Arsenal fans that listen to me, they be all sending a message. I'll start here in terms of pushing Arsenal to the very top and then believing in them. I think that they'll be able to get it over the line this time because they've corrected a lot of mistakes now and then they've done it the right way. Of course, in post, Raya, Simba, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, and our branch friend Ricardo Calafiori as part of the back four. And my brother here is now in midfield. Declan Rice and our branch friend Mikel Merino. And my brother here because of the absence of our branch friend Odegaard. And of course, up top, Bukayo Saka, Victor Gyökeres, and our branch friend Leandro Trossard is the possible lineup. Which the thing is that Fulham is not an easy place to go at Craven Cottage. Marco Silva is an excellent coach, I tell you. And although
so we share the lines of Calvin Bassey, Mubo, Sessegnon, Iwobi, Wilson, Kane, they are playing well.
It's a very good team. Rich, you see, there are 3 centre backs. Maybe people don't know. Kelvin Anderson was with the Crystal Palace team on the buy. Very good player. Then added inside Diop as part of the back 3. Added a bench friend Calvin Bassey. Ben Leno is the former goalkeeper of Arsenal. Then in fifth, you want I'm a captain. Calmy, strong guy. Then make sure they add a lot of pace. Timothy Castagne from team friend Leicester City and our bench friend Ryan says, they get a job done. But I still put my money on team Nottingham, team Arsenal. So I go away from him. Akoye Jumaro against team your friend of Fulham. Which Bournemouth as last year by this time. Not the 13th. This season on the 4th. It tells you the magnitude of job Andoni Areola has done over there. And I'm very proud to say a Ghanaian brother, Brent and Antoine Semenyo, who is the face of it all. The goal involvement this season has been super. This season from team and friend of Bournemouth. On the other side, Crystal Palace also has Edin Ketia, another Ghanaian person. And also the face of it all. Last season, they were 18 other Omar Frowan, so maybe
Obian friend, but Obako.
All of them Obako.
Yeah, Eddie will go.
Eddie will go. Okay.
You ready? I am on the name a year, but so where Black Stars, 18 man. You said they need a typical number 9.
I didn't get typical number 9. Yes,
yeah, typical number 9.
I didn't get typical number 9. I didn't get typical number 9. You say I will be an amount of number.
Abrabon Kufisa sometimes and fair.
Okay.
If you qualify, they be
okay. Remember, can you say Bonku?
Is a goalkeeper?
Jadiana.
O say
Jadin.
Jadin. So what?
Is it Jadin there? You.
To ha. Now for one ball qualifies, me a drop on one of them.
Jadiana.
Yentuaso na indi.
I didn't get here.
Manchester game no come.
And then of course it's going to be on Saturday between Oliver Glasgow and Donny Ariola. Rich, who wins it?
Tough game. Two informed teams in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Obia or manager a back game now. The technical know-how. I was so.
Yeah.
Top-notch coaches.
Yeah.
And the mag game here a den. But one able home.
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace able home.
Crystal Palace play home.
Game we pa there, Kofi. But check Crystal Palace. But check Bournemouth. Bournemouth. Our first game against Liverpool. At the end, Liverpool this show man say no defense no. Organization encourage because normal lose some key players. And the new ones no buy no. Now say the telepathy no share them fight. Now afa. And Bournemouth trade need na your money no. The front three, Van Elsen, Yadi Ankasa and Antoine Semenyo and the other guy. They are playing so well. Clivett. They are playing so well. And the honor man who did now. Crystal Palace is a team. They are very, very difficult to break them down. Very difficult. And the games be saying, no, because we shadow who goes be brave. And then number one. Number two, it looks like Crystal Palace or Bofino. Now, then was so crazy.
Okay.
At the chamber, what? Okay. So, maybe the Obu Samia, say me game ways, me play ya. Me call double chance Crystal Palace.
Double chance Crystal Palace. Okay.
Double chance Crystal Palace.
Young Kunko did a big one, Ankasano. Let's just run through your prediction. You are the code in the mouth.
Clash of the Titans.
Your code, no, there is no early kickoff, no. In so be try there. Don't worry. Get code in the mouth. Then on Sunday, Rich Ruben Amorim has 3 more years to build Manchester United. What is your thoughts as a Manchester United fan? 3 years. Sergeant Ratcliffe said, "Onu shishi, Umbena, everything is fine. You to wash your one.
Simple. Oba me improve bibi anche me. Say he's a man.
On man. Do 3 years on the own.
No, on Trehe.
Onu Ratcliffe nyari.
You see, Kofi. Edwuma ya chu. Ya che kakra.
Nye kakra why ya che? Awachini.
I'm not a coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you're experienced football person.
That's it.
Yeah.
Me my baller.
Yeah.
Me footballer, me bad baller. Man me the ball pa. And a ball no so Kofi my ball.
Hey, Kalusha
boy at those days who pick that ball mama.
Saturday last year.
Oh yeah muntia.
But one maho.
Oh me oi, buso bia. Me pon program anam call.
Obiso uzo junior.
Oh na me ho. Me no ma pranking na ne nam ho. I'm a pranking no. Because I was very disappointed.
Say much na
say me took a free adwuma mu. Akoto new boot.
Hey, you go to new boot.
New boot. Machine be bia fresh one. But I'm so. But if you're on a more serious note, I'm only buy no. On show glimpses bia say project no, a big project obetimi aye. Inconsistency in the dorsal.
Yeah.
I say your book game will come out. The next game basa. Nya bobo come back basa.
Yeah.
I agree a project a bit take time and sign a fa. But me feel say a team I will find in the middle of the season. This season unya ample time. The underlying word is ample unya so many time to prepare this team pre-season. Obaya afa information no be bia wo bono. One kasa a press conference. O say tactics na o che boys you know. It looks like onon shedante wase. Okay. So say eduru maybe now feel say sa na say kono dia then we change personnel. Gofi yena djuma ya bia. Say we coach. Now so we pre-season. Now philosophy now person who impact on players no. Say players didn't tell you what do you tweak? Yeah. It is all continue premier conference. Now we can say me players and another personnel now me the year djuma no. They don't understand me philosophy. But me the mean say imi da wonya wadwe so obey adwuma. So me stand very clear. Onya de. Is not a man OTB boy. But game we there ye be share. Obi onya de na give them. No, Kofi some catch me say. But derby games you know tactics o. It looks like Amorim has the same mentality as you in the lead up to the derby game. Tinio Kai. Or see we are going to fight to be at the same level as Liverpool in the future. That's my idea. No. Bossy future. No, because you wouldn't have pay me. Your last 14 meetings, and your last 14 travels. I had your call Anfield now. You really won. Yeah, it was in 2016. 14. Yeah, 2016. In fact, almost a decade. In fact, but. Me game we Manchester this season as ranting each be say about big games they know how to play it. I don't know me bomb pass and me had much never fast. Match big game. It was big. That's Arsenal game we lost. It's a big game, but we played so well. Big game man my area. Against Arsenal we played so well. But he didn't win. Yeah, it's winning. Against City. And the me can say ne hono ya nche da ne one go from us say hono then which big game Chelsea there woto Chelsea one yeshi don't what you did over there nyezi bia o Chelsea actually share one yeshi it's your fan o come big game Arsenal show Man City show Chelsea knew what happening there. Yes, Chelsea 2-1. We knew what happened there. Champions, yes, 2-1. Oh, it's an hard way analysis. And the Rumina won I can't bear 4 years. Matthias didn't say, maybe people think I didn't reach the expectations, but in my opinion, in my prime years now, also on the prime years, I feel not born a park correct or Manchester United. Rich, how is the game going to look like in your opinion? Liverpool and now we're training. It looks like the vibes is back for team and friend in Liverpool. Game wrong, Kofi Diemi. In the first 10 minutes, Liverpool will come gun blazing. They will make sure that the first 10 minutes will be a go. First 10, 15, 20 minutes. That's what we should go. Say whatever plans be a game plan here, you be no. We make an antidote to it. What I say? I don't know me bomb say. Your back four, no, for instance, will make you soak it that pressure. Because, mind you, Liverpool about 3 matches at total, so I need normal Lucy. And so, Anna Slaughter, or say, this is a time I can't say the Liverpool players and they say, a Liverpool now, a club are spending so much to retain the league and your quality. So, they share the other teams now. Liverpool could have quality bar. And Liverpool any team as about 3 matches. Now we need back. That's not Liverpool. It's quickly. On any players what an advantage Manchester United will be. And the money Bakufi. The Athletics say something in me Kasach himself. Something in you, something in you, Agika. Something in with my something in you is telling me I'll buy Lamborghini tomorrow. And see. Something you need to kasa wo ngunu mami ntie
kasa zo onye di ni sere no
emfa
e wani mo me kan ze na so ara dem ya sa
ko ba ko be Liverpool oh we are going to be them minimum record no in favor because 14 minutes no where we need one pedie a chance of ball pa your level no
yeah
but we are going to be them
but you don't say the how
how no you say a big game and the players no omo big game mentality that in Buemo super Benjamin Sesko the best striker in the Premier League now will score.
If Liverpool avoid defeat, they will set a new club record of 10 league games at home, unbeaten against Manchester United and Arne Slot. We will reach a century of points in fewer games than any previous manager in the club's history. There is history for team friend Liverpool. Quickly, let me wrap it up now. Pushing Liverpool possible starting lineup now. There is still Abrantia Yefreno, Alisson Becker, who is not back over there for you. Van Dijk, Konate, Conor Bradley, and Abrantia Yefreno, Milos Kekes, even make it back for Domenico Szoboszlai, Ryan Gravenberch, Salah, Florian Wirtz, Cody Gakpo, and Abrantia Yefreno, Alexander Isak will lead the lines for you. On the other side, Rich, do you know where I think Manchester United have an advantage? With Sammy Lamens, no short pass game. It looks as if we are confident now to go long. And that is exactly what Abrantia Yefreno, Sammy Lamens area. And now that is the reason why Abrantia Yefreno, Ruben Amorim is now playing Abrantia Yefreno, Benjamin Sesko up top. For you to use his height to win the second ball. But the only problem is that United are playing against very physical centre backs. One Shania, Van Dijk, and Konate, who eat you alive. If Manchester United are able to bypass that, win the second balls in that area, then definitely I think that is going to be a very, very good one for team a friend of Manchester United. Rich, in the game between Liverpool and Manchester United, my prediction is simple. Okay. Liverpool will beat Manchester United by 3 goals to 1.
I'm going to say 3-1.
That's all right. Am I real?
Anyway, someone did near Baba.
Yami beating ya.
A channel, a cha-cha.
Yeah, then you obey your call and I cha-cha. But how could my cha-cha sao? Cha-cha. The Leicester, how come?
Dimu Mesalatem, a quay nyadie. Play a phone ben Yakotoni. Yes, ya, cha-cha. Benjamin Sesko, who paid ya no free pie. Cha-cha. Waiting. Normally, I Chelsea team can carry each other. Yeah, now we'll do any better beso. Oh, if I could do to Dana. And now, remember, make us offer Chelsea team. Chelsea team waiting. Okay, see, I can't one count. Because I didn't cannot tell you. Mark of Alpha. It is already. Coach, you need to okay. Oh, share with Short TV or Facebook. No, wait me screenshot it. Or baby, I saw a bit of screenshots and come on. We are not bashing. Oh, radio studio myself for pen or paper say. But before that, we bet me Fifi Manfred or Twitter, Fifi Manfred Facebook. All the codes are there. You can pick them up and then stick on the rich. First one, a BW 196 E1739. Second one, a BW 196 E111C. Third one, a BW 196 DEFB5. Fourth one, a BW 196 DA4B2. And the last one, a BW 196 8572. Okay. Thank you. Kafra. Say your embarrassing in here. All right, Fishy Manfred Martin and Kanye Befi. Na me samo abroche for no. One person mo bet no. On say ya a platform di amamo. As in yate a group for a diaspora. Enti obaso joining a group na mpacho number ni nie. Onni aya abrochira me pacho onka ho wo Ghana debi. Aya abrochire for no nko na ya sa group wi. E di amamo Ghana de ya code no di amamo ha. We de ya am abrochire for no mo twa no ho. Enti obaso join group ni bia number ni nie 0247 932805 0247 932805. ɛno yɛ number ɔnso bɛtumi ɛde adjoine ɛyɛ group na afei bibia ɛkama ɛde ama straight up yɛmbra na duba ko abɔ yɛnsa nkɔmmɔ no ase asin ɛfisɛm no ɛmfa ɛmfiri Kumasi Krobia Asante Kotoko nyame yɛ adom a ɔkyena ade Accra Sports Stadium no mmiɛnsa ɔmo ɛbɔ CAF Confederations Cup prelims ɛtɔ so mmienu ɛna Kotoko ɛbɔ sɛ Kotoko nyame yɛ ɔmo adom na de sɛ dɔ ɔmo timi ɛtra ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛwuram ɛwɔ the group stage of the ongoing CAF Confederations Cup ɔmo ne WAC of Morocco ɛna Kumasi Asante Kotoko nso no ɛne ɔmo ɛbɔ nti before kra yɛbɛwura saa game na afei yɛ started discussions no ɛde ama mo no yɛntie wei na yɛmfa ɛnstarte Kotoko discussions no.
It's the Red Redemption. It's the CAF Confederations Cup and Ghana's only rap in Africa. Kumasi Asante Kotoko is at it again. Asante Kotoko say. The second prelims of the CAF Confederations Cup agenda the group stage is on. Is Kumasi Asante Kotoko against Wydad Athletic Club of Morocco at the Accra Sports Stadium, Empire Asia, and Sunday, October 19, 2025. Ghana need Aswani, Asante Man need Aswani, the Red Army need Aswani, and Asante Kotoko at the war front. Kumasi Asante Kotoko against WAC of Morocco. Obiang Kikanoho, Yatete Sonsuaba from Popular Stand, and the Santa Line now 50 cities per and a VIP one na, and 200 Ghana cities. Ye Philly Stadium no, at the Dede Yo Agu WAC for so, and the CAF Confederations Cup 2025. Kumasi Asante Kotoko against WAC of Morocco. And more beyond to the field, yes, yeah, I want the Accra Sports Stadium, and you fabu, and you fabulous. Hey, and what I still. Asante Kotoko, ye besha mamo.
Okay, Echina, our the Accra Sports Stadium, Kumasi Asante Kotoko CAF Confederations Cup prelims. Amo ene WAC of Morocco, and ade epim so our name yadma no miensa. Me come so da mene lawyer Safo Duku communication director adema Kumasi Asante Kotoko including company he Kotoko ambo mo aya omo edishia WAC nyame adoma ochina no. Now what mean kan good morning.
Yeah, good morning Richard.
Pachana what to say?
Oh, nyame adoma won here. Simini na so bia won
here. Okay. Na mukodu nkran minimisa preparation mo shase kakra wa ha ansa kra na mo di wram awo aye nkran so far preparation no better describing it saying
well manager is 104.5 any all your athletes that family omo adibre 8 team so the okay no am bobo no de shase free Kumasi and on Monday, the Eastern region, Green Patamo, and then on Wednesday, and Yaba, Vita Shahanama, Okayano, your various training programs, and I know more. You have to do an area about 4 p.m. You have a final training session. The Accra Sports Stadium, the center for the match. You know, so far, you know, Bonibia, apart from the player, defender, friend, Shaibu, are picking injuries, or which reason, yeah, and I only a natural Kumasi, say, almost 10 years. And apart from, I don't know, in camp now, 21 players are ready. So, 20 of them, we didn't have Kenya, Akusiakai, Ama, Concord, Nana. You know, so far, the
so that's a me to us here. Kotoko camp, no, in terms of injuries, there, only one penna more.
Only one penna, Yamanaba, Kumasi. Oh, I got 21 players, including Abetamoa. Only thing, no, a good training, and then anyway, the last training is ojinamu ono na man na ebe team ye bon pa say ebe ya sa ku say training ba end na o tra ewia 3 pm no obi a be je ya go na Ghana na mbia no o metima di ba mai
edi la kwampo kumu nyina o camp ana
ya di kwampo ama camp
okay
Saka Dauda ama camp kote buka so ndi kote ni junache oguzo a na me adom ne ho to no ba team no any camp and a couple of players
me can't hear for safe na do afide na to high showers 4.5 yene kasama for anasa communication director Adama Kumase Asante Kotoko lawyer Safuduku na eneno edin komo abo eye dwumadie no eso now lawyer yenhwe mo opponent a nyame ya adoma ochina mo no mo bo in work of Morocco yenim se work ebano Africa say ye Champions League Confederations Cup anya hwekura no Kotoko de mo memories ebano work of Morocco team na because yenim se Confederations Cup say ya na on betam di free Kumase hanoma the cap on the maiden edition at the quantity a bano work dia munim timni pa but first of all masha work can timi when your marry obokaka
oh brother I mean you say and that the era of technology if you never bia you need to be bia no abefo kwanso no ubenya videos ne starting to see the ashe and Jimmy say and yet the technical team and the players there although who said they want the team no is it yeah the media air force technical team the players playing body air from our the weaknesses and the strength of the opponent.
Oh okay. Eti approaching the saying mu we tie no ewo the Accra Sports na second leg no I just mere economic exercise we na say mu bembe kisho say Kumasa no costo na no enu sammo first leg which is ochina ngie no na tie no is still alive for air Kotoko approaching the saying
okay you know no ko we say on any day who said to me the work ya oh a market here pa it has what thing be where resource football be any sika when can say tell Kotoko who say there but who go see him there ya na manager but work there one me say if you are football bia can you be no omobi e ma ne broso ndi enyetima wetia e do anu keke aka se ko twa ma no so this we ye adwuma e bo ahode so ndi eno ne ade a e di se e man tele so e we say on three occasions Kotoko ne wa se shia nyina no enya so bad Kotoko ahead in 1987 Kotoko eliminated omo in 2002, after that, I could lose 0-1. I was Casablanca. Kotoko winning 2-1 at the Babaya. I'm only 2-2. But on the away goal rule, and a mark cap and S cap, then I may have a competition cap. What if I cap on in 2 years later, 2004, Kotoko an opportunity every day. A brother share work 2-0 or Kumasi. A go draw or Casablanca. You will free more. In the same competition, they made it edition. I got a number, I could do fun as ya, and the house of folk. A pay a cup of Kumasi. And you know, it's not going to be cup of free and you know. I'm not a bear, Americans and some Brazil, but I know more like it. Not at the end of the near the water. Then she will Americans start defeat, you know. And it has a folk defeat, you know. I can't blame myself for this one at Daya. I'm doing sorry. And then we should also be doing that. No new ball at you. In the Baby Abdono. So I can say, you're going to have the other day. Almost like so. I need a matter. opportunity abasa ochra yes we this a young be za show mo abra be no fi mu adite na do the group stage it must say the approach there the call say you bet na say omo young go did go because in the first preliminary round no you know para the escort 3 goals amwa if you do on the short say you have 4 matches you go to go if you are home say I will go now what to remember para nya 3 goals no coach no I heard one
okay
if you are about me say better more goals no yes I have you say yen ku yes mistakes na go ya ma para nya 3 goals no pasa what the call compare what can you I hear Casablanca second leg next Friday no na Ankobua the approach is that let's kill the game here and I shall stadium tomorrow
na said na one kasa wuken wujitum say work a tough customer I mean African game no munim bo pa and you say in football so bo a teams ohia supporters to create intimidating atmosphere awo a stadium was na be almost betimi a ginger players no now omotimi abo a game no in terms of mobilization of supporters to the stadium nyame adoma ochina no I want something to say arrangement to say
on say about your more supporters are not there supporters ejuma this year na imo no yenso ye bo chidom meaning say the leadership of the supporters group led by Sumo Putuare no omo e dia se dia to phobia ni ama omo nyenya mbo akaka ochina ombetimi afa basis and the supporters no aba ya for them and na go also even in the political show the same party say go see say mo amu station obi otidemo e ma yakwa ne ko the media sonkwa ono so dia se dia etu Ghana fo nyina ni mampani fo also so etu ko dogoti obi o kamle obi a e ma also no nse ni padu no ayi bi ama so omo dey infantry tactics e ma omo be pass ma rehwe nenso no omo ni zika omo dey tactics no eno so ko so me no ka say so be dey o cha e float wa ye dey nam principal street men ka ya met na ka be 40 kodo supporters ya that decorate your cars with kodo colors just say na some go talk I am no more shall say for Israel. Ya go for Medina, la kala pass. You see I'm no say ya no more eba. Ya go see Kanezi. I go for station. And all the principal fees are also coming na area. There is Medina Abaye Valley. The here of the sport at the current station. Nina ya dey ka man for so try Medina ke see baso. On na ma say this. Obenya bia just bia afia na say ni. It will opportunity say. Say na ya makotoko MPJ Ghana football so.
Okay.
Enti support we dey you dey here pa. Ya dey beti bia to man vote here ya. Ochina obi a wo dey we dey chase kaka abana ma say bia no. Men ka say wo kuma sin bato mo wa the borders ni wa ka ha. Mo me ina nkamum. Eya ma ni ho say park eya ma.
Na me won some confront the main person me strategy bebre minim last words odi eja kotoko fans kwan na afi yemfa so na mo to am float ni so
the message say kotoko you do group stage of any club competition a check now the group stage na one of big boys no it is the way kotoko na say ke see the way can you be any media and the group stage since 2018 go be it's the opportunity number. We na yam we are saying na who say kotokono e da se kese e bra ye boa na you work of Morocco afrimo e no be aduma e sha se ochina se ho ni na gina ochina yen masha all the forces yen pe jeri mu so na omo say asante kotoko no me ada by yourself so you pa
no we didn't come in more code but any special package for the players
players no dey let me catch you say you know what you need
okay
abia omo ebe di duma so kwa ma bia no ye say omo ni monyam enti omo gba en request ye no omo ni say so mutime e qualify ya ke be adikese amomo na me nyanza bi udu group stage na CAF esika kese da so e dey mawa say man tie ye duwe jomo enti ene de enye ye nkwa management asem nzo ko to ko busu ni na obia de do no ya ho bo say o chi na mutime tie man ga na ni mu a ye be show won mi jampa ma omo e boto ma ye
lawyer Safuduku no that's no pay for your time
we see me that far
yeah we all the best so okay any lawyer Safuduku communications director Kumasi Asante Kotoko and ode NSMP e dia to just say approach you know and they say Kotoko want to kill the tie or Ghana so first of all when we say Kotoko want to mean share work bibri because work in your team could have been 4-0 5-0 but at least 2-0 be normally I call second leg you know if he says second leg you know se Kotoko yo mo niema yi bro mo call kwan na ball na Kotoko bo bi no our Nigerians on go bi awo aye Morocco kromo ana mo di kakra kan wa if he said 2-0 bi no ebeti akushin Kotoko na for a very long time Kotoko call group stage our African campaign biano omo etimi akonti la Safuduku then come on ebi eno no say a special package of course den ya said do oyam ehade no ombuzan nsem kwa don ha tv kakra and so ebetimi ayi den say boys no so etimi amotivate you mama bibiano ai kama edi amamkovi yenhwe Kotoko ne work of Morocco game no I mean history be da ho yenanim ombeje cap free Kotoko nsem Adababa Stadium sa games in Amo Stadium na in fact when say from time ye de cap le shen ko for nsem to say ade chi ni na aduane bia ankomanum me we ho sa se me pa Baba Stadium ni pa bomma say dey na work for ipa ni pa kakra bia je trophy we dey no Kotoko bomb boy na ankofo ndi trophy ne kona na eya na animu na kuma sa coach FS kaim zito edin komo yi edi atuga enra ewo ekosi se adwumadie so ewo Asempa 94.7 so
Boy Pia essay Biano, I'm say, yeah, and in your car say, me more Okuma in Tama. That was after the game against Nation. I did hear now, I say Bakra to come and then, yes, started preparation towards because a game be heading on paper, but it's not impossible for us to win. Yes, this is how I take it. It's very, very difficult based on the past results, past occurrences between the two clubs, and now between North Africans and then West Africa. You see, it seems to be almost so. Yes, but it is difficult, but not impossible. So they should come. I think 2 years back, Dreams FC, Minyamini CF boy, CA boy, or Tunisia. Okay. It was 1-0 against me, and then 1-0 against them here. Oh, okay. So me, I'm qualify the stage. You know, about quarterfinals. In the end, I made the qualify for semi-final. So I know the way they play, and then me and Suma Bobo Bibri against them, and they have their way of playing. And this is definitely. And I see football like the attitude. You see, you are determined to do something. And to me, I put this: wanting to win is the issue. Wanting to urges you to be fighting till you win. But I don't like I win. I win the whole work again, but wanting to win,
okay, and I know your coach Kanzito. And our Ekosi saying Jumedi political show, Koso Asempa 94.7. And Karim Zito say a difficult but not impossible. Also a Jatum game no adding. But and Chelsea Kumasa Sanoko entimi enche work of Morocco. Also no why player paying or born of Africans, you know, or befa dream self as a coach, you know, on of Africans and abo o yibi film yena hu baby a omko kukuduru ye. Enti say the right no omete the obekani ye no ombeye said the ono betro mo kwan dia. I just said China Kotoko are well prepared for work of Morocco. Kovi?
Which it is rather intriguing encounter never seen Yamiad Mochano. Just like Senana or recount, the one of the saddest days in the history of Asante Kotoko was handed down by work form. And just before you said all yours, no, and I'll probably not have you any the were recounting their story of when Kotoko played against work. And Rich, although me shows around that time, no, me a young man, maybe I'm young. Maybe I put me or Takrade, maybe I na Koba or somewhere in second year or Takrade. You know, I could feel the emotions of the any friend say have ye.
Because you already fetch me, you wouldn't say that I'm a very young pa. Inti that means that in this casa. Inti the Amiens also those days, you know, all costed you near Pi. How could you know no paya be a center line one poet you want to pies and do paya the otigate one or how was it or wabre
it's more pie
now on Zana when you be out to Uniska. It's me made the say a Jesse Bema Ubutu I know them found if I'm home only one out of Ubutu one out there's a number to me so the other Bema Ubutu what do I bet in a barcoma how bad if you are no international because we in Niska so it mean in this time do go to your gate to me the answer me paya to me pay no ana I rent no ticket one yes catch bra I said you may unim near pa why you man come better any power pull on do am about my ticket no it doesn't to call no question game ni bi and I'm coy because if me an kasa me kwa no ma bre ma paya ma me voice ni na na kufia sa ye deda you ya trophy na work for ya GD kwi ti in fact ama me reho papa but it's football no can be but very difficult game very difficult game but sha ko to approach game is saying
Rich, you see this is a game that tactically for the past 3-4 days I've been watching the work team and so Oko footballer.com now signing up you get every CAF Champions League game here and for me I took my time to watch work and we a team they like the ball they want to dominate football wherever they go and play but one thing I've realized about North African teams is depending on where they go no on manage games so Obeka, even as early as the 2002 match, I'll come as them. Kotoko had beaten them 1-0 there. They knew that with our away goal rule, they will go through. It's in a match. I expect that work will keep the tie alive. On game plan, I don't know. Yes. Obeji said work by disrespecting Kotoko by thinking that Obeti Mama will say Kotoko 4-5. I say, don't do that. Omani said you have the quality. Obeti me ashe. But they will rather hope say. Born and conquer faso. Na fede omo ko lose 3. Na game ni so they are going to keep the game alive. Prevent Kotoko from finishing the tie here and they would rather take the tie to the north. You see, I think the Kotoko biggest trump card in experience of Coach Abdul Karim Zito. If you are looking at it from future things Kotoko keeping the crop of players somewhere together. I see them ABR next season, next 2 seasons. Beating Wakomen away they can. But Sisi Alkasi, this is the very first time in about more than 5 years and 6 years Kotoko keep the same team on the season pro and keep on for the next season. So the players are inexperienced, but there's a good coach who is experienced, who showed us away at Kara that he had a game plan to go into it. Work are just mightily too good. Too good. And when we play another winning picture, I say, just $40,000 a month.
40,000.
Yeah, $40,000 a month. That's what he takes. $4 billion actually.
No for no muska power.
Rich, you're investing in the game. You see, Rich, Adiabakwa, yen can say, oh, no autonomy. Every club in Biano are tied to either a ministry or a company. Iti Oko, baby say Egypt, omo petrol jets, most of them are attached to oil companies, attached to petroleum ministry. Tenana catch you say they work for Morocco for GFA president and also the sports minister. So you have all of them attaching ministry to the various clubs. The ministry see this quorum. The various companies see this quorum. So there is money enough, more than enough to spend. These are the coaches that go and take Jose Pizarro to come and coach them. Jose Pizarro. Take Rolani Makwera and give them serious money. Pizzo Mosimani, give them money to do the job for them. And pay interpreters also big money to just interpret. There is money there and there is quality. And on board, Kotoko's biggest trump, like I said, A, the experience of Coach Karim Zito. 2, the fact that Kotoko are playing at home, of course, and yet the traditional home of Kotoko. But I like what the Kotoko fans have been doing from yesterday. The fact that they want to rip up interest in the game and get people in the stadium. Many sure say you bring the capacity as much as Senke Babayara, but Kotoko will not be bad on the day. I think that this is a gamer. It is not going to be entirely a big gap between Kotoko and Wakno. I don't think so. I think
so. For instance, 2-0.
Yeah.
3-0. 4-0.
I don't think so. I don't think that Kotoko for no beat shall work 3-0. Alright, if Kotoko even gets a 2-0 win here, or even a 1-0 win here, I will give them some chance away. Although when you say away,
me challenge me.
Yeah.
Maybe some lawyer say, I'm approaching near say, because approaching between 2. 1 and they say, Yankee game no Ghana. Second leg, your corner, ya qualify we. Or you make sure still na the second leg, tie about your life. But baby, I me sure kakeni. Uza kofi na ya of Africans in the power. Omo bon we are. Omo enye team omo attack so much. Like you said, omo manage games they know how to manage games. Into omo no the first 20 minutes no so on said amobo papa bia oje or train twa na no ada form kakra na game no or the kwa so I say na or show game plan no so say na be obe frustrate you sir when you be bounce no but first half you no the back second half now maybe problem here on say this a Kotoko team o kasa no ye na him say most of the players in Africa da especially I think the Kotoko midfield most of them in Africa enti ukoshia teams be to say waka or more experience Africa no edwana ya like if my memory serves me right for the past 7 years is almost final about 4 and it tells you say experience quality omukutabi
but it's
teams no so no more bona game plan is some we game no Ghana well you know mutisu achi when you better now for game na IBBO.
I think that you see you will pardon Lawyer Duku from the perspective that he's a communicator, not a technician on the field of play.
Okay.
So he communicates in your own.
All right.
It may not be the entire game plan. It may not be the entirety of it. It's my part.
Yeah.
I think that Coach Karim Zito with experience will not be too open for the game. Which apart from 2002, Kotoko Shia work in 2004. The home game that Kotoko played here, Kotoko beat them by 2-0. And Okoawe Kobo 1-1. In terms of head-to-head, Kotoko are better than WAC. WAC has beaten Kotoko in that stretch just one time.
Okay.
Kotoko have been successful 4 times against WAC. So they will know that Kotoko ni any Kobono any mean a team. Until we need to be careful. That's what I'm saying, that maybe this will also be one of those games where I say Coach Zito has to approach it quarterly by quarterly. First 15 minutes, send out bono. First 30 minutes, send out bono. We are 30 now. The final 15 for the first half. How do you approach it? How do you tweak things? How do you get a result in that part? And then transition into the second half. A really imperative way. I'll bet me to manage the game and look at how work for even better before you can transition into exactly what the full force game plan is. So Kotoko can win. I mean, Rich, the history is rich for work. But yeah, sir, watch any time that I've seen Kotoko playing African games in recent times, they have been undone by themselves. The last time against Kadiogo, it was Kotoko fluffing all the chances in Burkina Faso and coming back here and making a job.
1-0.
Yeah.
How are we?
Yeah.
Be weird man on Baba Stadium. I'm on the penalty. I penalty to you.
Yeah. So for me, Kotoko a game no as stay in the game.
Okay.
Keep the tie alive. I think that they will have a chance against work.
Okay. In terms of 4.5, yen told me the so mamina yen share the Ghana Premier League. And also Yami Aduma this weekend so no o share games na me share Yami Aduma say ne city. And ne there were 2 matches because Dreams FC, struggling Dreams, Amo and the Nations FC and Ebobo. Mediama and the Samatex and Amonso ebetimi at the Apem Swafi. Mediama Chess League no munya ombesa adibiem eti ediama shasi koyi pa de ma mediama ombe hosti team from Sasamat no Ochina All Blacks abo Baseke Holy Stars Bechem United and Vision FC Bekum Chelsea the big game amo and House of Folk ko Didi Dramani and then the House of Folk no mu koshia House of Folk former coach in Samuel Bodu awo eye brekum na omo ede akwa so na afei Ho United and so ene eye duana etimi abaso na on Monday yenya Bediani Gold Stars alternative dance park abo eye pound out of Lions coach Bashiri for the name rante no so afio mo form so papa many Gold Stars and ebobo na 11 wonders and so abo team ye from say Karela ewo eye Swedru Sports Stadium. Kobi, a mobile league matches in the zone na menyana mimbi lines no ma yeti for and so Mubi.
It's na o say and the big game of Ghana Premier League in
big one is Chelsea, of course, has a vote.
Chelsea playing against us.
Yeah. On any day is a big game. A big game because has a bo at the Etienne former coach in Zamobodu.
Yeah.
2. I feel so one a Chelsea team now. And your high flying are. So I say match you koya. Don't forget Kotoko show. I think omo last game before I ever bought this week in Norman Shay.
Yeah.
It's Chelsea in Yemen Shedan Kuyin Famomo. So what I say.
Yeah.
Then we are talking about house and so kwa we are dear pa. Ebi a house home and Abeka say house in Shada Nyadie. But a house air travel kobo game our we are. They are very, very good side. And almost sound so they a coach or the Ghanaian game that's it. Indeed Dramani in Echo. That makes it a very, very, very big game.
Which you see, for me, one of the most interesting matches in Kenya, even before I come to the House of Folk game, the battle of the two teams they are flattering to deceive, which is on Dreams United, Dreams FC, and a Nations FC match.
Yeah,
we expected more from our two teams this season.
Kasim Menga,
Nations FC. Yeah, those two teams, and of course for Dortmund Dreams, we expected too much from them, especially for Dortmund as well. Now, Oshedi team, no my restructure and any assistant, Fifi Park among them, we expected it was going to be a very good one for them, but it has not gone that way.
Because you wait there for me, man, come and somra. On set, Nyami Aduma, I can say House of Folk, Eurem, Obrekum, normally Brekum Chelsea, Aquacobo, Yane, Brekum Chelsea, Communications Director, Obey Isaac, Enin Comona, Yehe Ahomboa, Omonso, Etimi, Aye. Isaac Obey, good morning, I want to say.
Richard, good morning.
Brekum Boko.
O Nyami Adom, Brekum Boko, Sebin say Asantima Musu Boko.
Nyami Adom, Kumasi, and so Boko. Nyami Adoma, Yenim say, Money House of Folk and Airbo in the Ghana Premier League. Nyami Adoma, Ayo Ochina. Brekum Chelsea. I'm wanting to say because season say, Minsua met me a casa, I say, Mon starting year.
Yeah, Richard, and a permanent chair, Shaifin, a Tifuna. Yeah, I'm Panyame Adoma, Ochina Brooklyn Chelsea, a boy against this House of Hook. I can say a very difficult game for Brooklyn Chelsea because ever since Brooklyn Chelsea, the boys, make us a team back where automatically Brooklyn Chelsea, both home and away, a glorious House of Hook. And this time around, okay, league log on the side of kind of Brooklyn Chelsea, yeah, starting league in here.
Because that may share a table, this is a more than 13th position. With 4 points.
Yes. Yeah, which is about 4 games.
Yeah.
Out of 5, Brooklyn Chelsea about 4.
Okay.
But this time around, Brooklyn Chelsea are called all out because this time I got say here points in the badly and House of Hook, and O'Shea league log na and you should be catching Brooklyn Chelsea say here points. So when I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Samuel Boyd concerning about points in the Mukafana. Ever since about Brooklyn Chelsea or Bonnie game against Hartford, and no she could some of after so now Basake win no Ecobo draw Carolina or did that motivation you against Hartford. So quite some of the guys now promises Yami Adomochina by any good means Biano on Besha Hartford they had the 3 maximum points.
Okay, eti Musha some of no or say league now man start then at Yabasa, what is the problem? I'm Chelsea, Man City.
Okay, Brooklyn Chelsea a problem now. And yes, some of what you can say, really before the start of the league, with the management of the club, you can say, be savage to Messi. Because of Beton offers 11 players, at least 6 everybody. Who can find new players in the banner, even though we experience a mature corner, it will take time. And also Brooklyn Chelsea players nearby now, if you feed Division 2, if you feed Division 1 nearby. So game cohesion, the chemistry, and then maybe you are still and because the players need be in anti cool some of in the system then they may be asking. So we might have some matches say if you want a club and pick here fine. Say a new one's near pick here, then glory be to God. But make us a gradual club on the pick. It's problems so Brooklyn Chelsea there. Did him say 18 years structure name and a new team I build it. So we said that's the challenges are not Brooklyn Chelsea. We now say a new team, new players are, and the challenges is here Brooklyn Chelsea. But I trust Chris Amoboy say he's really working on it. We had the inclusion of Eric Ofruentry and a woman's minister started a jelly for Brooklyn Chelsea.
I mean, Semitia Unsenuma, one Kaswa Jatman, I mean, fact, say Chelsea Niema Enkoyent. O chance because of mu players bia mu jo mu kwam mu kwen no ani ones no mo ba na fe na omo so ete team no enso aseba mu hia a team ono de this season ye betu aka say wa chance ye do say obobo draws bia supporters in few say na game esen komutimi e shine half to voka o hwe league atwede no so omo da fit with 9 points. So Shasan Yama Muni, Chelsea are more a struggle, and a House of Oka, and Yama Ekoye Kakadema Oma. Or channel number 2 minutes, a House of Oka, but we are sure.
Which I don't say, Simbia 10 points, one game, and a 10 year around. So between Chelsea, we have 2 games in Musuye after Baseke, then Karela. And Karela is very difficult ground this season. So therefore, for 4 points. Yet me ko Karela ko 4 pointer. We can House of Hooker or more form. And House of Hooker they are playing very well. But like I say yet Brukum na Kotoko e finding very because of the Brukum. So said the Kotoko Timiba Brukuma or maybe break that record no. No matter the form equity House of Hooker no. And I'm in preparation this week. Any the way I come no is here motivated but me say they are quite be House of Hooker and Yadoma.
Nyami admo china no mo jisen o gate mu bie gate ni tamben ane olanso esa o de be ma mo fans Brooklyn Chelsea supporters are omo Brooklyn adina
o china baby bia betina Golden City Park ni 50 Ghana cedis.
Okay,
and by 12 na ye big gate no and assure supporters ni na say obi amra obi safety rest assured. Say the air Kotokoba Brukuma Ubinya 3 points at BBS no. We understand the game. Either you win, you lose or draw. So support us number in their numbers. Now you can jump some safety no guaranteed.
Obey Isaac, that's a power for your time. You wish him all the best and so. Communication director Dema Brekum Chelsea and I know it could be and Komokovi.
Let me catch you say Didi Dramani in Timango show Brekuma a Beiro.
Are they?
Bashe Didi Dramani about draws 3 we winning me. Or you're unbeaten there, but then the goals are not coming. Bashe has games about bar. It's just about 2 or 3 of them has about 0-0 against Hearts of Lions, or about 0-0 against Bechem United, or share 1-0 against Wonders, or share 1-0 against Dreams, or about 0-0 against Hawaii United. In 5 or so games that has to focus on, was it just 2 goals? Which it is safe to say that has to focus has a goal scoring problem. And Coach Didi Dramani has to find a way to solve it. And in all of that, goals are watching in Inano have been 1 goal pen wash away and a 1 goal pen wash home. So what is the guarantee that has a fuck echo away from Mono Makoshego? You can also interpret this data and mean that has a fuck as a solid defense and only a very compact. They've not considered a single goal throughout the season, which is good. But Hearts need to score to win. The draws will not be enough. Senkasa 3 draws Hearts are born and committing wins now. They would have converted that to the top of the table and probably be 2nd or 3rd. But as it stands now, Hearts have not been able to convert those draws into wins. As it stands now, Hearts are struggling. They are struggling to get wins. They are struggling to score goals. And they are going away to a Brekum Chelsea side, who also results now have not been good, like you said, or the 13th. And somebody does not have a good record against Accra Folk. You check the head-to-head and you realize that, okay, then there's a big opportunity for Hearts of Folk to get something out of the game. Look at head-to-head, Rich. Match the Hearts. Any friend is saying Chelsea. Abo. It's not been good. Didi Dramani needs to find ways to get a results. Which away from home, I think say has game plan and a year Juma away mum. When they give the home team the ball and then try to be more physical and catch teams on the break. And from there they do very, very well in that area. But then they struggle to do that when they are playing at home. It's something that they are unable to do. If Hearts can go into the game away from home and then manage the game, get the goal, and get them back onto it. Let me catch you say, Dortmund and Kasim Mengo, they need to be careful because the season rich. Yeah, but no. And Dortmund and I'm 17, Kasim Mengo and I'm 12. This is a team that last season they were almost winning the league. And our the new Kraku AstroTurf no Dreams ever train Dreams Nations Dreams between Nations, which if Dreams don't win this game, they're going to be in trouble. For Nations, their real record this season has not been good. And there's going to be the Western Region Derby. Mediama versus Samatex. Now, Samatex have won the league. Mediama so we need league playing. And another Western Region team, which is Gold Stars, where we need league and sing. So, all of these Western Region teams, we share a cracker. And Mediama Phone have a very good team, very, very solid base, and a good manager who's managing that team. And as of now, on my community engagement, so with the people of Takwa is beginning to reap results. It's a Mediama match, you see appreciable numbers at the stadium.
Okay.
Which, if you look at the league log, Mediama knows. Say the season has started fairly good for them. And it's almost me keep up the momentum. They in 5 games, they have won 4 and lost just 1 this season. Obo Ofie they are. And it is almost impossible for anybody to beat them. The last time they won 2-1 against Dreams Ofie, they beat Nations 2-1. Omoko Karela and Omoko Lucy against Nuruddin Amadou, Karela side by a goal to 0. But all the games that they've played at home, they win and then they win comfortably. Almost a Young Apostles, Vision for 4 goals to 0. Because Young Apostles. And Samatex are echo more Samatex this season. They've not had the best of results now. It puts Mediama slightly up, especially at home. I think Mediama wins that one also. Ghana Premier League when they play them. Oh, United, Ediana. I think Ediana are doing a good job. The rebranding of the club and everything. It seems to be going in the right direction. Bibiani Gold Stars in him said, "Sisio free Africa no. It's about firming up results. Almost the 11th position. Time no more managing Africa and then the local. No, they need to manage it well. 11th position throughout the 5 games. We winning 1 pair. Bibiani Gold Stars. And especially after destabilizing the team, Chairman Minister UTA, Bibiani needs to find a permanent coach and do it quickly. Senegal now the results will begin to come and become stable.
Lose out to 2.
Yeah. And after the 5 we lose 4. Or more draw back. And we win back. So and they game no fear no against a Hearts alongside Omone neighbor Ghana Premier League game. Which how are you going to go into which and then make sure say Obeshe match? I think in the first game we will fear against Bechem United or and the last time Obeshe against All Blacks or away from home. But he has played more. What I'm trying to say is Obo fear. Even we need to reach out of 6 or so games.
Monday.
And you're good enough.
Okay.
The game that they are playing, which Obo against a Lions team who is unbeaten. Most of the games are Lions. They have been comfortable winners.
Okay.
In the last 5 games, we're winning with 3 and one about draw me. So you are playing against a team that you know that you need to get a result. Right. And the Ghana Premier League no be exciting to me show. I have follow now me and or the economic side here, but we meet on Monday.
That's fine. Someone to say the me be lines, you know. Not much so my chairman drains 3220 A3581 A3582 A3583. Also bet me about now about chairman ya bobron sem pi so obetimi abana odo adwen channel edi abame se menya me first caller. Hello.
Champion Richardo.
Yes sir.
Anane Kunsu Ojoku. Amencha Kalipu and a boss OKK Omuchi Israel Sports. Now the third say bomb say no time for American Edman my we are a doing blinded team for Papa Back. That's not the Ghana see a year come up Mama Full and Poor. So I fear see the league. Anytime disappointed, coaching disappointed him. Now, Bob I say, team for Papa Back, Fantablos as Antico against work. You say this only person not prepare and to move your fans, they say to fear agent, and it's now and what I was letting. Let's remember back to 3 goals in whom they are coming on Diamaya. It's a good Piasso, fabulous the idea, fight for the idea, boss, they will qualify.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Hello.
Yeah, hello, Richardo.
Sado with you. Okay.
Now I'm 5 points anymore because the road. I think I'm on the Lions. Oh, we are the
Ati, benso that's pa yenko next caller. Hello.
Hello, I'm going to get some more time.
Mejoso.
And you will be Kojopokuni, I told you market and Papa Richard Uberduma, Manchester, be a very fine, right? Yeah. Now, Kakamo can say, Kobio Kumasi, as Antico supporter, Bianca Nakuman to me say, and yet, dear, China, no, media, no, said the Yaya Chama, all Brianna, all kind of year supporters, and again, yes, near the woman. I'm not getting you. I'm not getting so what's the way? I crop your commercial so what a pan out with him now. A children as a child at the moment. See a best rep, whom you know, you couldn't say, who got nobody now? A 100 Ghana city. Yatiso, see a best rep, supported. And a panel no sooner can you too. Oh, Baba last word to you. Yes, Ramon, whom you know, because you said, I come here and said, dear, 3 and da. Yet mom, no from the idea.
Ate, Kodopuku, Menkati for say Nottingham Forest. Any Chelsea game is still now. Ubia Entimi and Shebi or a year near. Hello?
Champion Richardo.
Dankwe.
Over can grab himself, but can't say,
Sir. Me grounds working a year, Jumentia.
Oh, why? You're very so bad.
The near Guaquam Kama.
Anna may say, would you very open with the basic downgrade with what we are in a mention of double example? I mentioned about Rich, Mr. Ansofo, Otoko, Echo for share Chelsea, young Catafo will be a Kotokoni. As is a house for Chelsea, yes, so I'm a down. And you knew a dear for some woman, I had a yamba.
no more rest, yes, so we are more managers. Because I'm more good here or Mupia or Necatana. As a year visitor, study a better woman, and young on one. None of me are watching. What to follow the go for no matter what the time I saw more heavy remarks. A clear woman got fast on what we is. None of any game with. That's how young Jamamu. Now, good my girl.
That's it, but that's a damn key. Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The best of everyone. Man, the best of everyone who Ricardo. The best of everyone.
Ah.
I was never to a man skipper for Bagabaga. And now I have a theater, but you best of everyone.
That's it. All right. Into us. Hello.
Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
Nhyira, why, bro?
Mejoso.
Padaruma, we go working. We go to Nebby, me a member, MPP Media Patriots, Chairman Patrick, and Sabon Sumia Chairman. Padaruma, Namincha, His Excellency Dr. Alaji Mahmoud Baumia. Ricardo. Namia Duma, what the Koene work of Morocco Martin, and Yamat Kitwao, the more in a year, Namu, you go watching the year, which is the end where so a radiona. Now, Cosito now, this could have questioned anyone why every pain. She says, be able to save your content, and you say, do not want to be natural for so. Papa, no, and I coach very tactically. So, we tell you a strong crown or strategy for Obama, poor no basis. Now, the essay of the protest and say, wow, went to Marco Fampa, what he said. March and only March to one. Now, let me get medium, say, put the good to marry in Waha. Now, she can leg with Marco draw. The Basadi and you find your way out because March and down and your march to one. I didn't say, now we have the my victory, no 3 points, no, a Kakuruma. Fabulous.
That's it. If I'm from hello.
Hello, Shadow Fatale, Mr. Mogaka. Tell me, Jamaica,
okay.
Ricardo, now you must know Mobia, no. You better Liverpool 2-1. But what the other a better one. Ricardo, they work on. I know how to do 50. No, if you think you know what Liverpool. Now, Ricardo, see now you better Liverpool, yeah, yes, Chelsea. Hey, my dear, into the to be Liverpool.
Hello, Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
Uncle Christine. Okay. And I believe we just want to make trouble. I'm saying.
Facho.
Ricardo, you did the man. Only a CCBO. One of Dawson. What Papa said, Mr. Say. Let's play one as salvation for me. I want to change the answer. What do you get with you? I didn't not draw, and I draw, and I yes, said. And what about the show for the Soman to send you? We don't want Yama tonight, the Yantromano. That's it.
But, Menso, Medase. Emfa last call and Aviania baby, Bina. And sorry. Hello?
Ricardo.
Yes, sir.
That's what my last caller. I don't tell a last in Casafi search for my. A Chakotoko. Oh, don't say it do such a name of the bar. Who go to our bomber? Kikri will be about could be a one go. Kikri, a Chaya 5 snail and one matter. Let us see. Bye bye.
And so, yet that must sit. What to do?
Richard,
that is saying,
I'm here to do now, sir.
I'm here to Mashana.
Chelsea, or head there, Mister.
Head there,
man, why? I say, Jerusalem, Munsu, Muhone, Muma,
head there. Okay.
Richard, na Kumasi Santi Kodoko supporters no. Unse yami ademo channel pa from Kumasi to Accra no. Channel pa 7 and a bus no 82. Na oya kotoko support na pesa kwa. Bus no be mensa de nyina mu ayema. But in penifo so msa de ba kwasa ba no fa nipa 50. Nti first no mesisi a in and out 100 Ghana cedis. Nemom o fa wu census number dia. In penifo so do Accra sports cinema urema e free e honom. Numbers no any 0244 549 198 0244 549
198 and now 0248 490 826 0248 490 826 na me channel pa no so na bass no A2 e dey free ahanum say
Oferi mamenye birthday no yen started from picture na me dey send usisi anakwara ketwa pa ne de no yen started no na yen fa ne maame de no nwi na afei yen wrap up awo dwumadi no eso na akwada ketwa kra ne din no aye Praiseline Safo a champion Praiseline Safo a champion kwada ketekete ne ho fe papa dine de Praiseline Praiseline the word praising no de leno de account hanti as o bobi bia ba so no so ho hanti akwada no na akwada no ho fe papa enti ne maame ne papa ni na ese yerehye no happy birthday yamin shira no da onkoso anya ne kese akopon ema ne nyini emeye panimpa so ho na omeye achede pa ema na busua na Ghana asoman no yenya Praiseline Safo a champion enso emfaso na ne maame aka so wo no onu su di ne birthday ne maame anso di anti ne maame no so de Lucy Safo a champion Lucy Safo a champion ukunu ese ye show happy birthday nyame chirawo na onya okese ose nyankopon koso na oma kwatenten se na bia betimi ade ahwe ba ode no aba ayi wiase no na odono so ye deep so hu happy birthday to you awde mu nhye bia nyankopon emfa bi emfa enmo afi yapon
ade tiere se
yapon
se de oye calculation ne ne ba nyina ba the same day the same day no sa na me tonka kire me ba no
se
oma na so nyem na me frɛ na omna ntam na me so bi calculation no
nti yen kanse mo video zo ana Kami setting records in the street. And yes,
champion Chado. Daniel Aga was so combined. Na champion defender Esmin Finish FM so. Na Mirishi Asantua happy birthday. Na Nipadona FN City Way by Krobia. And then Asantua birthday. International happy birthday to your coupon show. No cost one on your case. Don't sabi sumbia. Everyday emananye kama enfamao international asantewa sansura mi say room Wesley College of Education na maweshi Kezia Efa ene Kezia birthday nipado na efene kiki mega sami nyamba Evelyn Esedua esimi finish from so na maweshi happy birthday kupon show non ko so anonyo kese no sabe so bia everyday emananye kama pa intim famao Kezia Efa aka International Kiki.
Ani. Echado. Happy birthday. Enko informa Christiana ankama. Oye adwuma e opi.
Me hu se ma wish birthday be ma da ade.
O de mami nyene.
O de memo ende enye problem memo so enye Christini. Enye Christini. Memo enye problem. About to go there facha no why. Be me na. Be ma fefe facha. Me bampa.
Birthday no poye. Be me.
O say. Me ya kwada ba ko no mami.
We say you
so oni andi. You my birthday mo be ma da ade. Wuni me ma nanfo.
Yo ye nenko.
Odi wi ane ka ho ase.
Mate, miti ave start mami. Mon fa camera nto andi gu aso na.
Ofole ya no rotate na mama.
No, hu se ona wo ye birthday. And the meter.
Happy birthday. Enko informa Christian Ankama. Oye adwuma Peace Specialist Hospital. Ewo Mampontin.
Okay.
Ene na woda. Enti dodo na fa ni Christy. Enti Christy, your friend share FM so na ya we show birthday ni aka kire say ade a obo ho mpa bia nyankopon emfa no mo na bibia anya kama emfa mo.
Okay. Ti to me question no.
Say.
So you do wadamfo.
Mpa jo wadam.
Unim the boy.
There be the boy dey minim.
Unim the boy. Ba so on be man ete.
Enu so minim.
Enu so unim. Eni andi mi suspect o. Christine nti abosek
Richard
we take you over
na yaba
so na yeda so ai
nufu bosu
so na infim
me boa pa me de be ya adwuma no
eda bosu me de be so no
na na se yawie ya o man to be mu
say no
that's October bia no for ai
breast cancer
ene se nzuzo no tuto
nti ye nti pe bi mi a
ti fe dia agro
enkomia ne tan se de umia nufu na fa America no
gro ho
mo fansa fe fa so
video bi na trend no nya bi hwe o e me ja
ebi so
about
wanya bi anom no wanya bi anom
okay anu we ne so
wanya bi anom
no ko bla na aboju hu nyi pa oba gina to no kukuma e ma ne no bua
asa obi akore no do mponsu wasa ja ka no ate
ebi so eku nipa o ku sia kese ni bia o da ya se no oba
etu to hwene
so wanya ma me ukumi abu wa
asa nu for the types
5 minutes abu wa so betu ni na o mo tri
nu for the types so
de ada yum say
nu for the types bebre ebi wa ayenketwa eni
kiti bi sisi wo no
ayesa adwe no
no so bo sa no
ne te ho no
tuwe bi sa
ene ba sa kuro woti ne
enti no na o mo se enye ndey fa unsa ndey
eno ya fa unsa no miamia nchen ni sei
wi ana do unsa na fa no nzi
ana ai abrem ayesi
amos mu nkyere mu yi amos emema na enfo mu nseme mi na se ma na
oba de so ya o ahwa ohuye na be ma onsem odin ko ho
but mo bi so mu a
we de FDA fo na de aba
enti na mema jate mo
yes be ma bia onsem odin no enko ho
yes
sponsored by FDA omagiatum because ahwa na onsem no
yes
we pira no ti moton fogu na ode nama no
ase o mesti aye you know
na kese no so e kese pa no
to bebi
no ade ekum nipa no o ye ndey
eno no na adanka mebusa be ma me se no kra mpo be mi ya ne sei
because ko busa ma me so wo be mi enu fo sei
o se nufuo no
ya go wa se yo ti ko ma mo ko busa ko oncho
o se nufuo na nka
e na se ka busa na o papa ne sei sa na so busa
ntino
na nka o ma me per experience no wo no
o ba pa no go straight
ko no boko and o ye ne sei o se o ye ya o ye ndey
o depend size
se so o ye ndey kese pa no o ye ndey
ya so do sa to zi
no waji
wasum ne se de usum kodu
ya ke twa me ka se no la na wo twa
wei na no fu oba mia o from na no betuma mia wo dia na stress
enema ko so demo
eno around
no apeg no
so do nsani suma se sa na ba be gina soro no na o de ba ko no enti ba ko bia o nsami yenu
o okay yes unim na ma nsa ba fo mpa kun
enti se enke to betumi ba kwatua
enti se de eda collapse
enti afra mi se na mo ka
I see okay I was like ya ma
na ayi krama bi ni wura na wo mukọ ensadwaase na ahara bre ni wura no ewi bie no na kama na dwe se de ni wura no mu yensuo to no so abobi agu ne bo na eduru se wo mukọ fie no cha do nya asam ketwa hwe krama ya wabo wo hu bi da
krama na bo
na ni wura nso abo
dize wan na ni nyonko do
dize de mpa bo ne yebo so makoduru fie
wi ase pa
cha do mo se krama na obo ene se ya
wow
na ode mi anko na sam wo ho
ati no sorry abi wa news to aso
Pacho Odin